before you get pissed off at us, man, we have nothing to do with this.
What? What is this?
Garbage! You know what? I can't take this anymore. It's an awful, awful radio show.
We're really, really mean-spirited, evil people who can't see the good in anything.
I think we've done a good job so far of being open-minded and broad-minded.
You know, like when you try to call the police when I touch you.
I don't call the police. I just pretend, because it makes you touch me a little harder.
Oh, God.
Excellence in broadcasting.
It's too bad you got to have some form of intelligence to listen to the Opie and Anthony show. Let's be honest, you probably didn't graduate high school. You probably have 3 or 4 kids, and you're probably a grandma at the age of 32. So I guess we have to give that much to you.
Tanya, I'd like to apologize.
Why would you apologize? Go away.
Opie.
Jail is better than this misery I'm in.
Anthony.
I just think Nazi, and I can't get it out of my head.
Jim Norton.
Hilarious! Hilarious, people!
You guys ready to laugh?
It's got to be the greatest thing ever.
I'd sooner have a water drinking contest.
It's the Opie and Anthony show.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
in my life and turn it into something fun.
Hey, good morning. This is the Opie and Anthony show.
Hello.
Time to wake up. And there's this morning's truck crash. My God.
Nice.
What happens overnight?
People get sleepy. Oh, that guy. Is an investigation even necessary? It's a big tanker truck on a turn.
On its side.
Off ramp.
Oh, look at that turn. Oh, my God.
Apparently, he was going a bit too fast.
It's a horseshoe turn, man.
That's a tight turn.
We've talked about this in the past. We're privy to some very interesting video at this hour of the day.
Yep.
A lot of people, they don't start watching the news until maybe a little later in the morning. By then, all these horrific car accidents overnight are cleared up.
They hose it down, and people are driving over it. Don't even know what happened.
And they move on to other stories. But if you want to see some cool stuff, you got to get up a little earlier and turn on your local news, and you'll see all the horrific crashes from the night before.
Yeah.
Drunk driving, truck drivers on crystal meth just trying to get that run in.
Get a few more miles.
Just trying to get a few more
more miles behind them.
And all of a sudden, they're on their side.
Not enough crank.
And then around 7, 8 o'clock, you wake up, the normal people out there, and they turn on their news with their coffee. And all that stuff is well gone.
Yeah. And they're doing dog without leg stories.
Yeah, some dumb thing. But every morning we see the car crash of the morning or the truck crash of the morning.
Yeah.
Today it's a tanker on its side, and it looks like it has some fuel.
Yeah, something might be going on there. They definitely were going a little too fast.
Doesn't look good. And I want to thank Channel 11 here in New York City. I know there's a radio company that we work for that gets really mad when we go local. Oh, they're too local. When they say Channel 11, our radio station in Detroit doesn't understand.
I think they get it.
Actually, it wasn't Detroit because they understand. Craig Schwab understands in Detroit. Our old pal who runs the station we're on in Detroit. It's another medium-sized city. They go local and they talk about local stuff and our people are left in the dark.
Just change the number we're talking about on the news because it happens all over the country.
That's what I was trying to tell this person. I'm like, are you kidding me? We explain it to the point where we bring everybody in.
Yeah.
For example, Channel 11 here in New York City, they got this Jill Nicolini.
Jill Nicolini.
She used to do the in-house announcements at the Islander games.
She used to be naked in Playboy.
And she used to be naked in Playboy, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you can find her online. See, that's how we localized it. Jill Nicolini, you can find her naked online.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, do we have your attention? And she's now she's the traffic girl on Channel 11. And in all honesty, she has some chops. When she was doing the in-house announcements at the Islander games, there was something about her. Everyone knew that this girl had something besides being a hot piece of ass.
Yeah.
So Channel 11 scooped her up, and they gave her the very easy task of flying around in a helicopter doing traffic reports. And then somebody who's very smart at Channel 11 here in New York said, you know what? We're not getting all the hotness we can out of this situation.
Not with her in a helicopter?
Helicopter where it's almost like a webcam in her face.
Yeah,
so
it's right in her face.
So you can't really see how hot she is, and it's a confined area, so she can't really show off her body.
She likes to dance around a little bit, and she couldn't do that strapped into a helicopter.
So the powers that be that are just brilliant at Channel 11 said, you know what? If we take her out of the helicopter and get her in a studio with fine lighting and makeup where she could stand up straight, I think we're going to get a few more viewers because people are going to be checking out her hotness.
Yep.
So then they got her out of the helicopter. Then they got her in the studio, and she's doing the traffic reports. But Anthony and I noticed that they showed Jill Nicolini for like 2 seconds. And she's got some hot outfits. She's never worn the same outfit twice, by the way.
No, always something low cut, though.
It's always a brand new, sexy outfit waiting for us every morning.
Sexy.
So, but the problem is they show for 2 seconds, and then they go to the traffic map, which is just primitive, like video game technology from 1985.
Like Atari.
Like Atari.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jimmy. Yeah. Like square green cars and stuff.
Yeah.
Just awful.
And they show them, and if there's a traffic jam, the cars turn red in that area.
Or yellow if there's just slowing down a little bit.
Yeah.
And sometimes they have video. Just video of nothing, by the way. It's just like the B-roll. It's just stock footage of cars just in trouble and just in traffic. So they show her for 2 seconds, and they show all this stuff for about 2 minutes, and then they go back to her for 2 seconds to wrap it up.
To say, take it easy.
And I'm sitting there yelling at the TV every morning going, will you just throw her on a green screen in front of all these cars so everyone could see her hotness?
And let her point out, hey, look, traffic here, it's red.
Hey, see these square green cars? This is not a problem. Ooh, these red square cars over here.
Oh,
Problem. So this morning I noticed that I think they listened to our radio show.
Mm-hmm.
Because now Jill Nicolini is in front of a green screen with all this car crap behind her.
Yeah.
Looking hot for the entire segment instead of the first 2 seconds and the last 2 seconds. And then I noticed that all these little square green cars are kind of just bumping into her body. And I may have had a comment about that. That she's so hot the cars can't even help themselves.
They can't help themselves.
They're doing what nature told them to do.
There was
In the Holland, out the Lincoln.
Right.
Yeah, there was a good scene this morning where some of the cars were bumping right into her breasts.
Right. And other parts of her body.
Other parts of her body.
And we may have had a comment or two.
Yeah,
but
perhaps if they keep listening to the show, maybe they'll take our advice that we were giving in the office this morning and put some squiggly tails on the cars.
But that's what guys do. I mean, we're up this early. You really think we're paying close attention to the traffic or the news in general?
Don't care.
We're trying to get the sleepies out of our eyes. We actually turned off one local channel here in New York because they got rid of the hot broad.
Yep.
We're like, no hot broad. I don't want to listen to your news.
Don't
Simple
even
as
watch
that.
it anymore.
No, they got whatever. She's a nice person, so I should leave her alone. But she's a little long in the tooth.
She ain't the hot girl.
She's a little long in the tooth, and she doesn't like showing off the cleavage like the old broad did.
Long in the tooth. Do you know that's a horse term?
She's a little long in the tooth, if you know what I mean.
Goddamn horse term. You check their teeth to see how long they are, to see how old they are.
And more importantly, she just she covers up. She doesn't allow us a look at the cleavage. That's what we're looking for on TV.
There she is. See, as we talk about her, there she is.
There she is in front of the screen with all these little square green cars trying to bump into her again. So there you go. Well,
God bless.
Good morning.
Nicolini.
This is the O&A virus spreading across America. We got a little Jimmy Norton and Anthony, and you guys already ringing the phones off the hook here.
The whole crew.
My God, our phone number, 1-866-313-FREE. So
people love chatting. It's set up over here. I don't know why they put all my stuff way far away where I can't reach it.
Hey, by the way, can we get the
Something
audio
very
of Subway Superman today?
I'm
That-
looking at that now.
We have to see.
Look, man, we all love on this show dark humor, black comedy. Subway Superman. You want to explain for America, Anthony? For America.
America. Well,
Because maybe one of the cities we broadcast to they don't understand what a subway is, I guess.
this was a national story, so go screw.
Just go see Spider-Man 3, and then you understand everything we're talking about, because we're in the city that Spider-Man 3 was filmed
right.
in. There you go.
should with all three Spider-Mans, you should know this city like the back of your hand.
Yeah, all right, go ahead.
Subway Superman, you might remember a few months back, he was the guy that was standing on a subway platform, saw some young man have some type of seizure, and then he fell. The young man fell onto the train tracks, and lo and behold, here comes a train. Oh no, what to do? What to do? Well, Subway Superman decided to jump onto the tracks and put his body over this guy and let the subway actually run over both of them.
And
he was in between the rails, kind of he was actually outside the rail, from what I understand, in one of those little ditches that are on the side of the rails. And the train went right over both of them.
And the
Stood
reason,
up.
by the way, I gotta jump in. The reason is because he's crazy, not because he's a hero.
Yeah, that's kind
But the
of...
whole world is looking at this guy, incling the president of the United States, like he's a hero. No, he's nuts.
He's kind of crazy.
No one in their right mind would do that. I'm sorry.
If you've seen interviews with him and stuff, he's a little eccentric, to say the least. And he's been given a lot of stuff. Donald Trump gave him $10,000. He's talked about how he just opens up his mail and has money in there. Like, people are sending him everything from $5,000 to just $1. People feel compelled to send him money for doing this. And they've given him cars and vacations to Disney for him and his kids. And then he was invited on Deal or No Deal.
He was at the dinner. What was the big Bush State of the Union?
Yeah. Down there.
They acknowledged him at the State of the Union, the president, and he got up and waved. He wouldn't sit back down. He's waving and waving.
High-fiving Congress. We get it.
Yeah, exactly. So he was on Deal or No Deal last night, and
decided to throw him a bone.
threw him a
Because he's
bone.
a celebrity now. He's our hero.
He's also in a bit of a jam up with his agent. I guess he figured because so much was going on, he picked up an agent. He signed a contract, apparently, that says that he owes his agent 50% of everything he makes.
What did he get, Steve Russo?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, we
was
had a guy like that.
That was a joke for me and Ann, sorry.
Yuck.
That one we decided to keep, just make ourselves laugh.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that one in Grand Rapids, I'm sorry.
I didn't even get it. I don't know who he is.
Oh, man, what a douche.
Chester.
What a douche. He wanted us to sign a contract in a cafeteria at a mall.
Is it in a food court?
In a food court, right. And he brought muscle with him.
I want it to be somewhere public, somewhere safe.
He brought muscle with him to pretty much intimidate us to sign this thing. It's a story for another day. Thank God we did not go with Mr. Russo.
Small time. Yeah, so I almost cursed. I was going to say S. Where the hell was I?
So I'm sorry. Went off on a little tangent. Subway.
Yeah, a little tangent. Yeah, Subway Superman. So he was on Deal or No Deal. And
he's in a bind with his agent. 50%.
Right, that's where I was. Fine with the agent.
Just to get you back on track. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 50%. And he's saying that he never signed this, or he signed it under some kind of duress or coercion.
Did they want to get a speaking fee or something? I think he was mad that they're saying it was his family asking for certain fees, and he's going, "No, we weren't. He was going to speak at a school, a little grammar school or something.
Yeah.
And they wanted a speaking fee.
Yeah, he wanted some kind of fee.
I don't think he wants that.
But his agent did, and his agent is getting 50% of everything he gets. And he doesn't want that to happen, so litigation is going on there. So he went on Deal or No Deal, and they aired last night, and apparently didn't do so hot. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, he almost did well.
Well,
if you know the game, I mean, he had 3 suitcases left.
Yep.
Briefcases, whatever.
Got the phone call from the banker.
Banker offered him $300,000 and some odd to walk away. And he said no because there was still $1 million in one of the briefcases, but there was also $10 or $25 in a briefcase and $10,000 in a briefcase. That's what it was: $25, $10,000, or $1 million. Wow. Banker saying $300 and some odd $1,000 to walk away, and this guy went on Deal or No Deal to buy a house, basically. He wanted to buy a house. So, obviously, you know how this ends.
Yeah.
Because we wouldn't be talking about it if he won the $10,000.
He stuck with the briefcase that he had.
Walked away with $25.
$25.
$25.
There you go. Hope you had a good time.
Oh, no. Was he thinking like...
Get the moment where he finds out that he won $25.
Wait, was he
hear it.
thinking this is like the moment? Because like I'm the guy who jumped on the train. And
So it's got to
nothing
work
can
out
stop
for me. I'm Subway Superman. I could look through the briefcase and see how much money is in there.
Yeah.
I have X-ray vision.
Oh, yeah. And as the news anchors report this story this morning, you can see it in their face. They're like... Because we all love sick stuff like that.
Yeah.
Most of us don't want to admit that, but we do.
People get a little jealous, and it makes a better story that he didn't win.
I feel bad for him. The guy did something that, like, the more we progress as a society, the less selfless we are. I mean, that was really ballsy, what he did. I like him. I used to think he was an ass, and now he's kind of grown on me. I'm like, I feel bad for him. Agent.
That's kind of, you know something, when you got 3 bags left, and one's $1 million, one's $10,000, and one's $25, I guess you got to take the shot. The odds are with you.
You're crazy.
Odds are with you that you're going to walk away with at least $10,000.
The banker said $300 and some odd $1,000.
That's a lot of money.
3 to 1 odds on $1 million.
If they offer you $50,000, you go for the $1 million. But when they offer you $300,000,
yeah, man, you got to walk away.
I don't know.
I watched the Deal or No Deal
tempting.
where the guy had the $1 million in his briefcase and didn't walk away.
And then they walked away and they opened it and it was $1 million.
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
There's something about that show. It's so simple, but I like it. I watch it when I can. Howie Mandel does a great job with it.
There's no answering questions.
It's the stupidest game show
There's no
ever.
like intelligence where you have to like know the like Jeopardy or something. It's just pick a briefcase. All right, keep picking. We'll be back after these words. All right, we're back. Pick.
Yeah, just keep picking.
It's like the dumbest show.
It just shows the talent of Howie Mandel because he keeps it going. He makes it interesting. I don't think anyone else could get that show where it's at.
$300,000.
Yeah, and he walked away from that.
That's a lot of money to walk away. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Something else America is talking about that caught my fancy.
Language.
The whales in Sacramento. Oh, my God.
They're trying to chase him back out to sea.
Right. Well, they got spooked, and they turned around. They were making their way back to the ocean. Have you been following this story?
Oh,
There's some kind of Sacramento Canal or Sacramento River. I didn't even know this thing existed.
They were 90 miles up this river.
River/canal. I think it then turns into a canal or something. And, they were 90 miles in and...
found them with prop marks on their back.
Really?
Apparently a couple of boats... A couple of pleasure craft had run them over, and they got lost in this little river canal thingy, and they're trying to chase him out with Coast Guard boats, and apparently they doubled back, and they're...
Well, they turned around, and they were making some really good progress, and then something really scared them as they went under one of these bridges, and that turned them around. And I was just thinking, man, the attention we give to, like, whales that are just a little bit lost is just amazing.
Really, is whales or dolphins that get lost?
Right. And the news picks up on it, and it's around-the-clock coverage. If you watch CNN or something, they'll give you an update every hour where the whales are and stuff. And
we freak out at whales that are lost.
We just suck as humans. We really do.
We want to feel really good about ourselves, I think. Like we're helping a fellow mammal that is smarter than he looks.
I don't get those feel-good stories, man, because why wouldn't you just, maybe as a news organization or as a society or as humans in general, just... all of a sudden decide to help like a poor family or something and go, make believe they're whales just wandering around through their lives and don't know what's going on.
It's a little pod of whales, and they're trying to make their way from the homeless shelter back to a house.
Right? Why not just knock on some homeless family's door and say, "Hey, today's your lucky day.
We're gonna help you.
We're gonna help you like we would help the whales, and we're gonna broadcast it all over the world for you."
Opie, homeless families don't have doors.
You know what I mean. Poor families, I mean. It was a brilliant analogy, though.
But no, right up till the door.
Right.
That's all it is. Like Wile E. Coyote used to set up the door, and it was just a door that Bugs would knock on.
It could be a door. Well, refrigerator boxes, they got kind of a front door area. I mean, a poor family.
Yeah.
And then say this is your lucky day, and then give them the coverage you would give the dumb whales.
Yeah.
Then I'd feel good as a human being.
They try to make their way back, but they keep getting diverted by the bar. Dad just
trying to get them past this bar, and always the family's turning around. We can't keep them in the right direction.
Yeah. All right, we're just getting warmed up. We got lots to do today. We'll get the clip from... Oh, here it is.
Oh, Danny is fast.
Oh, look at that, Danny.
Oh, boy, we got to take a break, though. Subway Hero on Deal or No Deal after the break. It's Opie and Anthony.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show on 92.3 Free FM.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for checking us out this morning. If you got something for the show, 1-866-313-FREE. In a little bit, we're going to give away tickets to the O&A Traveling Virus Comedy Show at Jones Beach on June 16th. Stick around for that. Getting very excited. We're, 3 weeks out, something like that?
Wow. Coming up.
3 weeks from Saturday, anyway. All right. We got the audio of Subway Hero on Deal or No Deal. Losing $1 million.
Yeah, poor bastard. $25.
Here's the moment.
And his agent wants some of that.
Oh my, I am so excited and nervous and scared and everything all in one right now.
And him?
Who is that?
I really hope...
Who
Well,
is that?
The hot broads.
Yeah.
Their whole job was to kind of look good when Deal or No Deal started.
Uh-huh.
They all wear the same dress and stuff, and they're just fine specimens. But somewhere along the line, they decided that it would be really good if they started talking.
Oh, no.
So Subway Hero has picked the case, I guess, and she's about to open it. But she has a little back and forth with everybody.
I'm so excited.
Are you? Great.
14.
Oh my, I am so excited and nervous and scared and everything all in one right now. I really hope that you are our first contestant to walk home with $1 million.
No one's done it yet?
No one has won the million?
$25, 10.
No, because, most people, you have to go pretty much all the way to the end to win the $1 million.
They back out.
And they back out because the offers get so good. You're stupid not to take the offer.
When they say to him, what do you want to do? What do we have that where he makes his decision and people
His choice. Yeah, where's his choice?
The audience usually goes with it like they get all excited for
Woo, yeah.
Yeah, remember the banker offered $300,000 and he said no because he wants to try to win the $1 million. So he picked his briefcase and in the briefcase could be $10, $25, $10,000 or $1 million.
Yeah.
Okay?
Dummy.
Anything. $25, $10,000. $25, $10,000. That's all we're looking to see. That's all I'm looking to see. Ready to see it?
Yeah, you don't want to see the million in this case.
Open
You're
the
$1
case.
million. Come on. Ooh, 25. That gotta be 25. Come on, baby. Heavy up. It gotta be 25. Even her heart is beating for him. She's so scared now. Tell me if I can open. Oh my God. I'm fine. I'm just
okay.
Yeah.
Did you see that jerk?
We're cakes for nothing.
How'd you like to mow my lawn? Huh?
Well, yeah. Oh, that ass.
Oh, is that funny?
Well, obviously it was the $1 million in that case, and
That means he wasn't getting it.
he wasn't going to get the $1 million. No. No.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
No. Oh, my, I'd tell you something. How did that not go in?
Yeah, how did that not go in?
We'll go old school for everybody. Hold on a minute.
You folks fell on your face. You get an F- in my book.
Yeah. Well. So then, of course, Howie has to kind of make everyone feel better.
Feel a little better about things.
You know what? You exemplified what a hero is.
Really?
And it took a lot of guts. Hello.
Phone call from the banker.
Okay. Final offer of the game, $5,000. No. No deal. All right, 2 cases left in play. You chose this one?
So he said no deal to $5,000. So now he's either going to win $25 or $10,000.
He's probably shaking his head. All right, baby, 10,000. I can use
10,000.
I
could. 10,000's good for me.
Yeah, you know.
That's good. And he's probably thinking what he could do with 10 grand. Yeah, I got 10 grand. You know, I can't buy a house with it, but maybe I can make some renovations around the place.
Sure.
I'll fix up the bathroom.
Is left in play. You chose this one? You want to switch them? You want to keep it. So you are going home with the case you originally chose. You are going home with $25.
Oh.
You are going home with $25. They got the $10,000. Okay. Let me tell you something. You are a hero.
Let me tell you something. You're a hero.
That's right.
Yeah, like he wants to continue hearing that. No, at this point he wants cold hard cash.
Would you want to be a hero or a millionaire?
Right.
Yeah.
That's not a tough decision, is it now?
I made an ass of myself.
Yeah.
Was that supposed to be some kind of sick joke?
So basically, doesn't the game start with $10? Like, I think it's the second lowest.
It's
total.
the second lowest?
You can walk away.
God, you can walk away with less than $25?
I think it starts at 10. I think there's 10 in one of the cases.
You think he's spinning that to his family going, hey, look, we'll go to the diner. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Get some eggs.
Oh, my God. $25. See, there's no God.
There's no God. My name's Fred. I'm a man.
Like you.
Can't even get your cape washed for $25.
Not your cape.
Yeah.
He can't get his superhero outfit
dry
cleaned.
You get it dry cleaned.
That's great.
Just a fine moment yesterday on TV.
People really want to see people lose, though.
Huh?
They do. People want to see people lose. Whenever you get these game shows and you get somebody that can either go on or give up and walk away with the money,
yeah.
What do you want to see them do? Go on and risk it. Not so they can win. You want to see them lose. That's how it is. That's how it is on those game shows. I don't sit there rooting for anybody.
I do.
I don't care. I hope they lose. I really do.
I root for them because I know that losing just stinks.
Go for it. Go for it. Yeah, come on, you can do it. And the whole audience is doing the same thing. Yeah, go for it. Go.
Yeah,
okay, I'm going to go for it.
Right.
And then they lose, and the audience is like, man, what an idiot.
Right.
I wouldn't have done that.
We were hoping you were going to go for it. Only an idiot would really go for it.
You see the Subway Superman in the green room handing over $12.50 to the agent.
$12.50 to the agent. $6 to the IRS.
Yeah, he's got to pay the tax on the $25.
He's walking away with $6.
$6.25. Honey, you want a pack of Newports? We're going to pack of Newports.
Amanda, thank you.
It's done.
Amanda, let her get on the air today. Amanda in New York. Amanda?
Hey.
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 What's up?
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm graduating today.
Oh,
you
good.
are?
We were talking about that.
From what?
I'm ready right now.
From what?
FIT.
Hey, congratulations. What are you going to do for a living?
I want to be an artist, an illustrator.
An illustrator?
Well, good luck.
You're not going to be a tracer, are you?
No.
Oh,
no
okay.
tracing.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, congrats. What are you going to illustrate?
I want to do like CD covers and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we
Maybe
could
I'll do your logo one day on your website.
Maybe we could illustrate a better phone call.
Yeah.
What do you got, Amanda?
Draw something interesting. Could you draw something interesting and describe it?
You want to starts at $1, not $10.
Yeah.
Starts at a penny?
Yeah, yeah, she corrected us there. It does start with a penny.
I think like Either $1 or $5.
All right, so.
And then it goes to 10.
Well, let's be honest.
$5. Does it really matter if it's $25 or a penny?
He's probably saying that to his family. Look, it could have been 10 or it could have been a penny. And they're like, oh, that's a good point.
Even for a college kid, $25 is nothing. All right, Amanda.
You don't get that many beers with that in the city.
Well, congratulations and good luck to you, all right?
Thank you.
All right, let's...
Apparently Chrysler gave him a Jeep.
They keep giving him stuff, so it's nice to see him not get something.
Got a consolation prize, exactly. God.
How is an agent trying to take this guy's money? I mean, they're just...
Because they're,
They really are. They're garbage. Agents, in most cases, are people who just can't do what you do, so they've found a way to make themselves useful. They're vultures, most of them.
Let's say hi to Mike in Jersey. Mike, what's up?
What's going on?
Hey.
Hey there, Mike.
I wanted to comment on watching people lose.
Okay.
Because I absolutely love it.
See?
The other day, I was just cruising through the channels, and I caught this lottery losers thing on A&E, and I suggest that you find a repeat of it. These people win hundreds of millions, and their lives crumble, and I think it's the most fantastic thing on television.
Yeah, because they don't understand that the money's not going to last forever. They don't understand taxes. They don't understand financial planning. They don't understand any of that.
There was one guy who walked away with like $313 million.
Yeah.
He already was a business millionaire, and he would get like $250,000. He'd leave in his truck and just get robbed and drugged at strip clubs, and his whole life fell apart. And I found it outstanding.
What's wrong with these people?
Another guy bought an airplane and like 14 semis and a ranch, and then developed a meth habit. And I just get a kick out of it.
A meth habit?
Oh, we got to watch the show.
14 labs he's got.
Yeah. It was on A&E?
Yeah, it's A&E documentary or an E True Life doc. I'm not sure if it's E or A&E.
All right, our research department will find out, and we'll let everyone know.
Lottery
research department.
It's the best thing ever. I've been on every store trying to find DVD of it. I just want it on repeat in my car forever.
All right, cool. We'll find it. Thank you so much there, Mike.
No problem. Take it easy.
Yeah, I love when people lose. I love, like World Series footage when, let's say whoever wins, and then they go to the losing dugout, and you got grown men pretty much crying in the dugout. I can't get enough of that stuff.
They can't leave the field.
No, they
just sit there.
They just sit there.
Everyone else went into the locker room, and they got to sit there and try to soak in the moment. And they just sit there thinking about what could have been, and they're crying. And it's like, dude, get your ass off the bench and get into the locker room.
And you at home, you're supposed to feel sorry for this person. It's like they're multi-millionaires.
You're just laughing.
I just enjoy it. Let's say hi to Ray in New York. Ray, what's going on?
Hey, hi guys.
Hey.
I just wanted to point out if anybody noticed that his wife pretended to faint when they uncovered $1 million on the stage.
Yes.
And she was the one who actually told them, no, don't take the deal. And when everybody got near to her to see if she was okay, she was like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got to see some of the video of that.
Yeah, I saw her faint. They showed it. I don't know if she was faint or she was just being a silly goose.
Also, the documentary the guy was talking about, it was an A&E True Hollywood Story. It was called Lotto Curse.
Lotto Curse. All right,
A&E
cool.
True Hollywood Story.
All right, thank you.
It's E True Hollywood Story or A&E.
We'll figure it out. Tom in Jersey, what's up?
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Real good.
Listen, I watched that show last night. I was absolutely flabbergasted. For the first time ever, the audience was screaming at this guy, take the deal, when they offered him the $300,000. I was screaming myself. My wife and I were going nuts. It's unbelievable.
That's a very generous offer. That's a lot of money.
Did they groan when he passed on it?
I don't know how you do
the audience just go like, oh, no, you idiot.
All right, thank you, Tom.
Yeah, I survived a train. No, you can't.
Yeah.
Buy some tokens.
Hey, speaking of surviving a train,
Metro card, stupid for the month.
Yeah, maybe someone can help me out here. I saw a video. I'm not sure on what video site, but they end up on all the sites of a guy filming himself as a train rolls over him. Did you see this one yet?
No.
I want to see I want to know if it's real.
Steve's the expert on what's real and what's fake.
Maybe we could talk about that
on the internet video sites.
You see the train coming, but I'm wondering if it's some trickery.
I'm sure.
Where he lays down the tracks with the camera and then maybe
gets up and leaves
the camera there or something.
Well, here's some.
And then after the train passes, he could go back and get up with the camera. You know what I mean? A quick edit, and you wouldn't know the difference. Because a train would easily go over a camera.
Well, Steve said it was real, but I looked at it closer, and it's 5 men in a train outfit. They're all going choo-choo, and they're just running.
No, it's real. I verified it. It has the Foundry logo of truth on it.
Here it is. Guy lets train run over him. That's where you can find it. But
you'd never see the guy. It's his point of view through a camcorder.
Yeah.
So that's silly.
So you're looking down the train tracks.
Yep.
Train's coming. So the guy...
Is it rolling around the bend?
So this angle makes it look like... very good. This angle makes it look like he's laying on the tracks with the camcorder, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Still waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting.
Right.
This is in real time. Thanks, E-Rock. You could have fast-forwarded a little bit.
E-Rock.
Here comes the train, and over him...
That camera is laying there. It is not being held.
You think it's some trickery?
Well, the camera's definitely not being held.
Really? Well, how did he pull that one off?
It spins around. It's too much. Dude, that's on something.
How was he able...
That camera is on some type of device.
How was he able to pan it a complete 180
with
degrees?
With a servo. That thing is definitely on something.
All right, E-Rock, will you play the video out? I want to see if the guy gets up or something. You stopped it right after...
The spin is too mechanical. That turn is too mechanical. And then it's on something else where it rises up after the train.
All right, hold on. I want to see. See, if it was real, you would see a hand or something by now.
Fake, fakey, fake, fake.
The camera's so low, when the train is going over it, the camera is looking up, and to the right part of the screen, you can see, like, the bolts in the track, and there's no way if a guy was holding it would be that low.
Yeah, and how could he spin around? What's he on his belly, just spinning completely at 180?
You know what? I didn't see the whole video. It's definitely fake, because at the end of it, you don't see the guy whatsoever.
No.
See, they're stupid. At that point, whoever's filming this should run on the tracks and make it look like, here I am. Like, show his face or something. And then he's got a hit video on his hands. That's why only 3 out of 5 stars. We're not buying into this.
All the comments say fake. Look how low it is.
You see the bolts to the right? There's no way that would be on
It goes, now look at this turn. How is a guy holding a camera going to turn the camera like this without you seeing his legs if he's turned that way, or turning his whole body, which would then cut his legs off?
All right, there you go. I didn't see the whole
video. It's a very mechanical move where it stops.
Yeah, it's
on some kind of device, and then it raises up on the device also.
And the raise up is making it look like the guy stood up after the train went over him. See, the guy blew it. All he had to do was come back into frame somehow and show his hand, his face, or whatever after the camera raises up.
Phony baloney. That's what I say.
Close to 1 million views on Break.com. Guy's doing something right.
People.
Do you have a video that's... Oh, you do have
Yes,
a video.
I do.
You're Vista.
I am the Vista guy. I'm the guy that puts the Vista disc through the shredder. That's me. Yes, folks, it's me.
You had over 1 million views on that, right?
Yeah.
Hey, let's say hi to Mike in Pennsylvania. Mike, what's up?
Well, I'm Tub Boy.
Tub Boy. Ooh, sexy.
Mike.
Professor Anthony got that right. You don't even see the guy's feet. It was like they went out there and dug a hole or something like that and then put the camera in there. Robotics, whatever they use on it, but you never see the guy one bit, not even a little tiny portion of him.
We agree.
Yeah, it's some kind of radio-controlled gizmo he's got there.
It's definitely robotics, sir. It's not magic.
Yeah.
Got that right. Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you. Godspeed.
What about me? It's my real birthday tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Is it?
Oh, what's that?
All right. Thank you, Mike.
It is.
Yeah, we're getting smarter with the videos online, though. Although people are still buying into the hot tub girl having her you-know-what in the hot tub video. They're still buying into it like that's real.
Yeah, that one is still a lot of people on the fence about that one.
And we studied that video.
Oh, for hours.
Hours,
our
over
forensics,
and over.
Our forensics team took it apart.
They got some kind of apparatus that is shooting some colored dye into the hot tub. But people are still buying
Nestle's
it.
Quick.
Dude, it has 4 million views. 4.5 million views.
That is amazing.
There it is again. The girl in like a sweater in a hot tub. Why would she have a sweater on? While everyone else has bikini tops.
To hide the gizmo?
Yeah.
That's pumping out,
oh, God.
Whatever that is.
How did I not notice? She's wearing a parka and a hat in a hot tub.
All right.
That's so stupid.
Everyone else is in bikini tops, and she's got some kind of covering that you would never wear in a hot tub. because they're covering up all sorts of tubes and stuff so they could get this liquid into the hot tub in front of
covering up the Dinty Moore stew delivery system.
Right. And the acting is just beyond awful. And she refuses to get out of it.
Yeah, she's kind of sitting there.
Wouldn't you be the first one to jump out of the hot tub?
I wouldn't be soaking my feet in it like she is, that's for sure. I'd be head first bobbing.
She's got her feet in there like it's Epsom salt.
I don't know this one. Let's go to Billy in Rhode Island. Billy, what's up?
Hey, what's up? Hey,
hey.
I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, but I think it was on A&E also. But they did a thing about that game show with the whammies. Remember that one?
Yep. Press your luck.
Press your luck, right?
Yeah. Press your luck.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Big money, no whammies, and stop on a new car. Hated that show.
You know what that reminds me of? That show reminds me of being homesick from school. Like, that show feels like I should be somewhere else. It's like 11:30 in the morning.
Yeah, exactly. Because you would never just watch it.
I remember summers watching that, Price is Right, and Dukes of Hazzard reruns.
Yeah.
But so anyways, this guy goes on that show, and apparently he was some super geek, and he had recorded the show on a beta recorder, I guess. That's what they had back then. And he memorized the pattern of how the whammies go, and the guy figured out when to hit the buzzer every time. He scammed them out of like $250,000, and they had the footage, and they had a thing on E about it, but it's just priceless. The host and the two other contestants are just, their faces, it's just priceless. If you guys can find that.
This guy figured out a pattern. He knew exactly when to hit that button to make it stop on
anything but a whammy.
Anything but a whammy.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And he just built them, kept going and going. And I think the reason he stopped is he just got tired.
He had an arm injury?
Yeah. Guy walked away with a lot of money.
Does he actually admit that he bilked them?
Yep.
I guess it was legal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
So nothing about, if you could figure out a pattern on there, it's their stupid fault.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Billy, Rhode Island.
All right, guys.
All right, cool.
My Bill.
Right on. This is coming in on the instant feedback. Rambo trailer. In big, huge capital letters. We'll talk about the Rambo trailer next.
Yep.
I haven't seen it. Anthony saw it.
Oh, yeah.
And he says it's hilarious. And also after the break, we might have to go with this news tease today.
And fresh out of rehab, Britney Spears has new cravings. What she's begging doctors to inject her with.
Really?
Talent?
It's one way to go with it.
Way to go clean, Jimmy. Because that's not the first thing I was thinking of.
No.
And fresh out of rehab, Britney Spears has new cravings. What she's begging doctors to inject her with.
I know.
Yeah?
Yeah, a big, right? Just a big, fat, full of to put in her while she his
in her.
And then right on his, and just inject all in when she in his on her with their. And then just a big mess all over both of their. Right?
This is called Fun with the Beep, kids.
Go.
In her, on her. I love that part of it. Right.
Just grab the doctor's, make sure it's, and then all the into your, with his right up. Isn't that what it is? Yeah. Why? I thought I had the story accurate.
At her.
In the, on her, in, at the, with his, in her, on the, with a lot of, all over her. I'll give you an edit button.
That bit makes me laugh every freaking time. Yeah, it was Michael Larson. He won $110,000 on Press Your Luck. Now, you got to remember, Press Your Luck, wow, I'm trying to think how far back that was.
Mid-70s, right?
what he pulled off that day in 1984. So just $110,000 back in 1984.
That was 84?
That is a lot of money.
Like $250 now.
That's a lot of money now, obviously, but I'm just saying it's even way more money in 1984. All right, we got to take a break. We'll continue. What? Oh, I thought you had some of your... No? Okay. And Anthony's got the story of the day. The train story is classic. We were talking about trains. We'll continue with trains.
That's a Wile E. Coyote moment.
Sure. It's Opie and Anthony.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show on 92.3 Free FM.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. What's happening?
Good morning.
It's the O&A virus spreading across America. Don't forget, it's Rock Scream Tuesday.
I heard about this.
It's Rock Scream Tuesday on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Rock Scream. I saw that in my email last night. I'm like, what the hell is going on?
I don't know. Gotta love Rock Scream Tuesday. Yes, man. You want to try one?
Maybe later, but Steve has just been very excited about this for months.
Yeah, I understand.
It's just...
Steve wants everybody to try to do a rock scream, I guess.
Yeah.
Because that video is up on YouTube or wherever the hell else it is, Break. And it's just some, like, 80s guy doing a rock scream.
It's an 80s guy from a band no one heard of except for Steve.
Oh, Steve knows the guy?
He knows the band, I guess.
They probably used to tour with Foundry.
Yes, with Foundry.
It's Rock Scream Tuesday on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Rock Scream Tuesday stinks.
What band is this, Steve?
Staple.
It's the guy's name is Jim Gillette, and he used to sing in a band called Nitro back in the 80s.
Yeah,
Nitro! Dude, you going to see Nitro tonight? Oh, yeah. And why was he doing that?
Because he was just one of these guys that didn't make any money in the band Nitro, so realized he could make a living teaching other people how to scream like that. He had a 6-octave vocal range, and he was one of these guys that could shatter wine glasses with his voice, and decided that he would make his money teaching people how to scream because he was making absolutely nothing.
How many octaves could you hit?
Not 6.
How many? I don't know.
I have no idea.
What the hell does he have in the front of his pants? More importantly, look at this video.
He is the definitive 80s rock guy.
Start that video again.
This was every tool that was at every local club around Long Island.
It's on our website, this video, but there he is. Now,
oh, God. We have virtual armadillos.
Look, man, if you want to pack something in the front of your pants, you got to make it look like you're, how can I say this?
It's human.
That you got more than
God,
more than one big you know what. And I'm not how do you say this on regular radio?
Very carefully.
Yeah. Well, let's just put it this way. Mick Jagger knew how to make it look like a complete thing. Bang!
Like anatomically correct.
Right.
It's got to look.
Jim Gillette makes it look like there may be a problem.
Like he's got some kind of tumor.
Right.
It's elephantitis.
Yeah, thank you, Jimmy. Yes.
You got to get the...
That's a good... He's got a good...
It's Rock Scream Tuesday. Well, Steve, Steve, you got to give us one.
I can. I have to have some warm liquids.
Well, hurry up.
All right.
I'm
sure we know what that is.
Yeah, no kidding.
But everybody's got to do it because we practice this in the office after you guys leave. Danny's doing it. Than is actually very good at this.
Than can do a good rock scream?
Than can do a really good rock scream.
All right, 80s rock scream.
Set up the mic over there and let's do Rock Scream Tuesday.
Oh, my God. Wait. Did you see this video clip?
What the hell is that?
Apparently, a guy is rolling out... what is that he's rolling out?
Go ahead there, Stan.
It's like a tarp at a baseball field.
At a baseball field. He drops it on the ground, kicks it to unroll it, and right at the end, as it's unrolling the final little 1 foot, a kitten was in the roll and pops out of the thing.
Like, ta-da!
All dusty, yeah. Ta-da!
That's going to be your video of the day. Every day now we have to have the video of the day on the news.
That one's going to make it all over the news because it's adorable.
It's so
It involves
cute.
a kitten. All right, so now, Than, how can you do a rock scream? How did you acquire this talent?
I don't think I did.
You didn't know that you could do it?
Sam's giving me a thumbs up, which probably means I'm not going to fall on my face.
Oh,
we need a little echo for these guys, right? Just a little bit,
Sam, Mr. Nickelodeon? We'll get to that.
We all have our respective talents.
Yes, we do.
What do you mean?
Oh, wait till you see this.
What?
Oh, we found some dirt on Sam.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty good.
That's all right. Can we get a little echo for the boys?
Oh, nice. Yeah, a little echo. You need echo. Very good. Because a lot of people don't understand the echo is what makes the 80s rock scream. You can't do it on a dry mic. It just doesn't work.
Is there echo on that mic?
Checking this mic for echo.
Of course not. Why would there be?
No, there's
some echo?
Say it again.
Hi, I'm Than.
Oh,
Yeah,
getting a little reverb.
Yeah.
That's good.
There
Reverb,
it is.
echo.
All right, that's good enough.
All right, Steve's first.
It's Rock Scream Tuesday.
Rock Scream. Now that's... All right, that's the original guy. What's his name?
That's Jim Gillette.
Jim Gillette.
From Nitro.
Exactly.
Nitro.
And now Steve
At the Nassau
Carr.
Coliseum, it's Nitro.
The guy actually, he's a mixed martial arts fighter now.
Of course he is.
Yeah, what's the guy's name? Gracie? I don't know that.
Yeah.
Hoist Gracie?
Oh, yeah. It's
Trains in
a little guy named Gracie.
I bet he makes that sound when Hoist puts him in one of those holes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, his testicles are split by 8 feet.
All right, Steve.
All right, Steve, ready?
Rock Scream
Here
Tuesday.
comes Steve Carr from Foundry.
Okay.
Ow. He finishes off with an ow. He hurt himself. The rock scream hurt him. Everyone's laughing. Danny's holding his chest.
That's awful. All right, Danny's up.
I was hoping for a vocal cord to pop across the room. Man.
Oh, it almost did.
Hey,
like the way you
E-Rock,
started.
stop hiding behind that screen over there.
I like the way you started.
You don't have to start like that low. It's just rock scream. That guy wanted to show his range. I think he was showing off.
Well, you have to mimic the
You
rock
could just
scream.
kind of go, "Wah!" do one of those,
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to do Jim Gillette. You could.
Oh, but that's have to. You have to do the Jim Gillette.
You
I
can
think.
freestyle your own rock scream. It's Rock Scream Tuesday.
Yeah, freestyle it. Don't copy it.
Yeah.
Right.
What are you? You're a cover band for a
put your
scream.
notebook down.
Yeah,
What
now
kind of rock star holds a notebook?
Now do your own.
Plenty of them.
Your own rock
Do
scream.
your own, like you, Stephen
Yeah.
Carr, Pendulum.
Let's go.
All right, that sounded like fish night at prison when they bring in the new fish.
It sounded like Fay Ray.
I was improvising.
All right, who's next?
You didn't get the good vibrato.
No,
in there.
I didn't. Damn it.
Yeah, see, that's
to work
very
on it.
important to the rock scream.
You're right.
Judges, no, you're getting 5s, you're getting 4s. There's a 1-6.
You're no Jim Gillette.
No, you're not.
From Nitro.
Well, this is what more suits you, Steve.
Ba 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 ba. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Pendulum.
Who's up next? We need another rock scream.
Danny. Oh, look, they're pointing at each other. No one wants to do this. Love how no one wants to do it. Oh, Than's going to close.
All right, yeah. We'll do Danny and Than at this moment in time.
Danny, I've seen Danny. Me and Danny been out to a couple of karaoke nights, live karaoke with the band. Remember that one?
Oh yeah, that was
fun. And Danny's got some chops. I haven't heard him rock scream, but let's see.
Rock Scream Tuesday.
I'm going to do the Jim Gillette version because that's what we all practice in the back.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're going to do the... Let's get ready to rock scream.
All right, hold on. Here's Jim Gillette again. Or maybe not.
What happened to Jim?
I don't know. The thingy don't work. Improvise. All right.
Here's that
Danny's
rots. That rots.
Go ahead, Danny.
It really is half the fun to do it like this.
Rock Scream Tuesday.
Travis is laughing already.
Of course she is.
Good, he's next.
You do one, Travis? You do a rock scream?
Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
We're gonna find
Yes,
out.
he will.
All right, let's go, Danny.
I like the transition from full voice to falsetto. It's a nice crack.
Wow.
You can actually hear where the hand squeezes.
That's the toughest part.
That was good, though. You got up in there. You had some vibrato.
Very good.
Very good rock scream, Danny.
Danny's was much better than
Judges
Steve.
holding up 7s and 8s. Look at that.
Rock
Not
Scream
bad.
Tuesday.
I don't think he deserves an 8. Rock Scream Tuesday. Travis?
Stop staring at the phone screen.
Yeah. Come on, Travis. Get in and do a rock scream.
All right, hold on. Joe from Jersey can do a better one on the phones.
All right.
He doesn't even have the good equipment. Joe, it's Rock Scream Tuesday. Go ahead.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey.
Love the show. Little Jimmy, how you doing?
Good. Do the rock scream, sweetie.
All right.
Wow! Guy kicked ass.
Joe from Jersey. Rock
There we
Scream
go.
Tuesday.
Of course he's from Jersey.
Hey, Opie.
Yeah.
I understand your brother got a joint over there in the city.
No, I'm not in the city on Long Island. But thanks for the help.
All right. I'm a little effed up.
It's all good. 400 New York Avenue in the heart of Huntington Village out there on Long Island. Yes, F.H. Riley's. Thank you.
What are the chances of my band getting in there and playing?
Yeah, look at that.
Pretty good. Give him a call.
Wonder what he plays. Wonder what kind of music they do.
What kind of music do you do?
Yeah.
I do Iron Maiden, Judas Priest.
Of course.
Of course you do. Give us another rock scream there, Joe.
That guy's got some range.
Wait, could you do Halford screaming?
Oh, yeah, hell yeah. What song you want to hear?
Anything with Halford screaming.
I think it goes a little something like this.
Hey, that's all right, man.
That was actually Halford's father when he told him the news.
All right, Joe. Give my brother a call. He's always trying to get bands in there, so.
That'd be awesome, man. I'm looking for a gig for a long time now, so.
Hopefully you like playing for free. All right, thanks, Joe.
Good job.
Exactly.
All right.
E-Rock is up. Here comes his rock scream.
All right. E-Rock on. Rock scream. Bum, bum.
I love that one. What do you think of your performance, E-Rock?
I'm not good.
Yeah, well, we all know that. All right. Who's up next? Travis?
I suppose, yeah.
All right, Travis.
Travis.
On Rock
Scream Tuesday.
My smoker's lung.
Stop making excuses.
There it is. Excuse right off the bat.
Pal Talk is asking for Kenny to do Rock Scream Tuesday.
Oh, wow. Kenny, maybe.
Kenny,
Yeah.
you got a rock scream in you?
Let me hear how they do it first.
Let me hear how they do it first.
Well, put the headphones on. I'll play Jim Gillette. Here's Jim Gillette. The Jim Gillette from Nitro!
I wish Jim Gillette would take his namesake to his wrists.
At the Nassau Coliseum. Oh, boy. Didn't want to work again. I don't know what's going on with that.
Look at Travis. Travis has one hand in his pocket. He's just all nervous about his rock scream.
All right, this is for Kenny, so Kenny can...
Making smoking excuses.
He's emo.
And this is for Kenny, because Kenny wants to do one, too.
Typical 80s kind of, rock guy.
All right, go practice, Kenny. We'll get to you in a minute. First, it's Travis on Rock Scream Tuesday.
All right.
Yes, Kenny?
I don't practice.
Oh, you don't need practice.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, get over to the mic over
All
there.
right, you got a little reprieve
Kenny's
there
voice
for a
is
couple of
just ready.
seconds.
What an idiot! What a jerk! I love it.
Woo! And his feet lifted and legs open like he was like a hee-haw.
He was in Wii mode. Wee!
I almost thought he was going to pull it off for a second.
No, I move like Elvis.
Oh, yeah.
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 Great.
One
Now.
take. That's it. I don't practice.
Very nice.
That's it.
That was really good. Hold on. We got Steve from New York on Rock Scream Tuesday. Steve, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
You guys see the movie Rockstar?
No, I did not.
Yes.
The greatest Rock Scream song ever is in Rockstar. Marky Mark sings it. It's Stand Up and Shout. Stand up and shout!
There's a Rock Scream.
By Dio. Nice, man.
Syracuse in the house.
Very good, Steve. Thank you.
Take it easy.
Wait, you're from Syracuse?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well in Syracuse. Wanted to say good morning to Syracuse. All right, Steve, thanks.
We love you guys.
I appreciate it. All right, we got Travis.
Travis is ready? Wow, Travis. That was pretty good.
All right, here's Travis with his smoking lungs and all.
Died at the end.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, a little bit.
When the nicotine hit the microphone.
That was a smoother transition than I thought, though. He went from lower to higher.
Well, it's got the girl's voice.
All right.
So-
Who else we got?
Eric. E-Rock.
What about Sam? Oh, Sam's got to work the camera.
Sam's got to do it.
Of course Sam's got to do
Well,
it.
these guys have been doing this like behind the scenes for like a month.
Yeah.
Sam.
Come on, Sam. You popped a quarter off your ankle on Nickelodeon. You could do this.
Did what?
Oh, yes, he
Oh,
did.
wait till we show you young Sam on Nickelodeon.
Oh, just horrible.
That we uncovered.
Rock Scream. Go.
You know how to work that, Travis? You sure you don't want me over there?
Oh, look, he's trying to get attention off of him. I see. This is great. There's some kind of gurgly thing going on in there.
Yeah,
I don't know what that was.
I love how half these end with ow.
Ah.
Eric on Long Island, what's up?
I got the Judas Priest Rock Scream.
All right.
That also sounds like Gene Stapleton.
It did. All right. And E-Rock.
Here it is.
E-Rock, and then supposedly Fan is the showstopper.
Fan's going to close.
All right. Here's E-Rock. Rock Scream.
This is going to be more awfulness.
No, it won't be. You'll do it.
Oh, come on, E-Rock. Have some confidence.
Have some pride.
They sound like Eric's shoes when he steps in them.
Wow, that was wonderful.
That was better than I thought he was going to do. That wasn't bad.
All right, hold on. Mike on Long Island. Mike, what's up?
Hey, boys.
What's up?
Here's your scream for you.
Rock Scream.
Every dog just lifted its head and turned it a little to the side.
All right. Finally, it's oh boy.
Oh, good. Philip Seymour Hoffman wants to do it.
Yeah, this creep. This is what's your name again? Jared, right? Yeah, Jared's our new intern. We're gonna get into him eventually. This guy
really creepy.
This guy is beyond creepy. He's on some kind of pill. We don't know which one yet. We might play guess what pill Jared's on.
Do you want to?
We'll say that for Wednesday.
Jimmy's just staring at him in amazement.
Yeah, what's up, Jimmy? What's the main problem with this kid, would you say?
It's between the chin and the top of the skull, or a disaster. Everything below the shoulders is awful too. I'd say it's one mess at a time you have to deal with.
I think if you dyed his hair and gave him glasses, he would look like Mark David Chapman.
Yeah,
maybe, but less stable.
He's got the crazy eyes, right? All right, Jared, you want to do Rock Scream?
Sure.
All right, give it your best shot. Did you see his head shaking and stuff?
Yeah. It was awful.
That's like the last thing a hooker sees before she sees her own blood squirting from her throat.
And then he goes into creepy smile mode after he's done.
Yeah.
Steps back casually and just stands there.
Smiling and staring.
Could you do that again? With the head shake?
He's got the private pile like smile after he's done. He's just like... That's like more of a yee-haw! Yeah, he's got like he went redneck scream on us, man. Yeah. All right, let's go to Jeremy in New York City. It's Jeremy, what's up?
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
I got an Axl Rose Paradise City breakdown scream. Here we go.
All right.
Why won't you please take me home?
All right. Rock scream.
Wow. How many girls have you heard say that?
Is Roland here? People are requesting Roland's rock scream.
Oh, God.
No?
Oh, damn it. Well, when he shows up.
I don't care if it's Wednesday and we only do rock screams on Tuesday. If he shows up tomorrow, he's doing rock scream Tuesday on a Wednesday. Where's Stan?
Here it is.
This is the last one for today, rock scream Tuesday.
Not sure how I got this billing. Is there any way I could hear our friend Jim Gillette one last time?
Please.
All right. Yeah, it just doesn't want to play. Hold on a minute. Let me try this again.
For inspiration.
Yeah. Now it's going to work. Oh. Hold on. All right. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Man, a rock scream.
That is a big sound. Oh, my head. Give you a little head rush.
People are asking. I'll do one. I just got to practice.
Oh.
These guys have been practicing for a month. How long? Seriously, a month.
3 months.
This is what they do instead of working on the show in the office. All right, there you go. Rock Stream Tuesday. Very nice. We got to get rolling.
Yeah, I want to hear Roland's.
It's Rock Stream Tuesday.
Maybe.
Oh, he's homesick today?
Is he?
Aww.
Sick.
All right.
Poor sweet boy.
It's us. It's Opie and Anthony.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show on 92.3 Free FM.
Oh, what goes along with Rock Scream Tuesday, Anthony?
Oh, Bud Light.
That's right.
You kick back, you take a few swigs of your Bud Light, it cools the throat. Cools and lubricates. Makes for a good rock scream. And you're a little less inhibited after a couple. I like that. Bud Light. My fridge full of it. It's just full of Bud Light. I got to stock up for this Thursday. Because when my pals come over for poker night, that Bud Light disappears. And if one of you cheese ball whiz mother bring over something that isn't Bud Light, I'm going to be angry. Bud Light fills up my fridge. Always cold, always refreshing, always worth it. That's right. Look for the aluminum Major League Baseball bottles. They got those. I like those aluminum bottles. It does keep the beer colder. Absolutely. I've done my own experiments. And it absolutely keeps the beer colder. So look for your favorite Major League Baseball team on the aluminum bottles. Bud Light. Always cold, always refreshing, always worth it. Bud Light, drink responsibly. Go!
Hey, thanks for checking us out today. Hope you know by now, it's the Opie and Anthony Show. Big good morning to Detroit. What's up, Detroit? Pistons playing the Cavaliers. Pistons got the first game. What happened to LeBron? LeBron James. Our phone number, 1-866-313-FREE. We're going to be giving away tickets to the O&A Traveling Virus Comedy Tour for the Jones Beach Show out there on Long Island, June 16th. Tickets on sale now through Ticketmaster.com. All the info's up on our website. You know the deal. 8 or 9 comedians you know and love from the show. I think we're doing Dance Dance Danny on that stage. And I do believe we should do I Saw the Sign.
I saw the sign.
Have her do I Saw the Sign in front of 10,000 people.
Oh, yeah.
That would be cool, right?
Hell yeah.
We're going to have a little production meeting today to decide some things. So, but just remember, tickets on sale now. 8 or 9 dates this summer. Ticketmaster.com has your tickets for the comedy tour. And a little later this morning, we're going to find out what's going on with Britney Spears.
Yeah.
So far, we know this.
And Fresh out of rehab, Britney Spears has new cravings. What she's begging doctors to inject her with.
A bunch of on her while he in her. And she grabs and gets on her and in her. And he puts right on her with her in his on the. They both. With a. But then she all over the.
We'll find out later this morning.
Yeah.
Also, we forgot to talk about this Rambo, the new trailer. Anthony saw it. It's on YouTube, I guess.
He's doing another Rambo.
Why wouldn't he?
He made a deal. It was like, I'll do Rocky, but I want to do Rambo as well.
But so Stallone wanted to do Rambo.
Of course he did.
What else is he going to do?
What do you think it's
He's injecting steroids. He's 60. He wants to continue doing this.
How many Rambos?
3 or 4.
How many Rambos were made?
How many sucked? All of them.
Three
Rambos?
3. What do you think he's going to call this? Rambo 4? That sounds too silly. What do you assume he would call this?
Well, is he going to keep in the Rocky tradition and think that he somehow has dignity at his age by just naming the character of the movie, the original?
It is John Rambo.
Coming to a theater near you.
Yes. Look for future movies by Sylvester Stallone. Raymond Tango will be one. Marion Cobretti, the sequel to be coming out soon. And, of course, Freddie Heflin. That's from Copland. The guy thinks if you just name the movie, the character's name, that it wraps it all up, and it kind of gives him, it lets him do this, and it's more artistic than it is just a sequel. That's it.
I just think let's move on.
Judge Dredd.
He tried to move on.
Joseph Dredd. That was his name in that one.
He tried to move on. No one was buying it, so now he's going back to,
Magistrate Dredd. Why can't he just do another character? We
John Spartan.
He tried, Jimmy.
But Copland was great.
It was great.
Yeah.
I loved his character in Copland.
If anybody else was beating down his door there.
So what's the Rambo trailer all about? And who's he fighting now? Is he fighting his inner demons?
Man. Apparently he's fighting the barber because he still has the mullet on his head from the 80s. And there's this Peace Corps group, I guess. Yeah. Some type of peaceniks. And there's some kind of war going on in Burma.
Is the war being fought inside his inner soul, man?
Yeah, man. Where's the real war being fought?
It's not over!
I didn't start this. I didn't draw for his blood. What? It's in Burma.
Oh, it's in Burma?
Yeah, and some kind of...
But you know what? It's also in his head.
Man. We all know the real war is being fought in Rambo's head, man.
Where the hell is Burma? Are we getting that safe with our
I don't know
movies?
where it is, but wherever it is, you better bring a good supply of body bags.
Burma? What the hell did Burma ever do to us?
No one goes to Burma.
Eventually, I think we talked about it on the show, we're just going to have to fight imaginary, people from imaginary countries just to play it safe.
Play it safe.
What the hell's Burma?
The reviews are in already.
Yeah. It's over, Johnny. It's over, Johnny. Yeah. It's over. Nothing is over. Nothing. You just don't turn it off.
Please turn it off.
I will give myself a pat on the back. From the day that stuff started, I despised it. I never liked Rambo. He's a cornball.
Rambo is a cornball.
He's got the headband.
Oh, he's still got it.
Oh, he's awful. You Olivia Newton-John? Stop it.
So what's the trailer all about?
Well,
I haven't seen it yet on the video site.
This group of people somehow approach Rambo to help them out because
the Burmese.
There's all kinds of problems in Burma.
Wow, yeah.
And Rambo's just hanging out.
It's a hotbed of activity, huh? Burma.
Yeah. He's hanging out down there, and he doesn't want to get involved anymore. And he talks real low at the beginning and just kind of, I don't do that.
Right.
And some woman's trying to convince him, and she can't convince him. And they go off. And they get taken prisoner.
No.
By the evil Burmese, I guess.
Of course.
Burmese.
I don't know. And then Rambo, of course, has to go in and free them. So Rambo goes in, and one thing I must say, the trailer I saw, more graphic violence than I've ever seen in any... This rivals Saving Private Ryan's opening scene.
No kidding.
It just is nothing but Rambo hacking people to pieces with machine guns, knives, and his bare hands. He pulls out some man's throat with his bare hand.
And this is just the trailer?
Yeah. And then he jumps on the back of this Jeep-type vehicle that has a mounted machine gun, spins it around to the driver, and at point-blank range pulls the trigger, and you just see pieces of meat flying out of the driver's seat.
Nice.
So it's a lot more graphic than the original Rambos were, even though, when he shot that one guy with the arrow and he blew him out of his boots.
Yeah.
You didn't really see much, though. This one is just graphic
Chop
violence.
meat for everybody.
Decapitations. He disembowels a guy with his Rambo knife. So it's a lot more graphic. If they keep that whole theme of just graphic violence, I think it might do all right.
Is there any catchphrases in the trailer?
Not in the trailer. I didn't really catch any.
Yeah.
But I'm sure in the movie there will be, please.
You're going to have to bring one other thing. What's that? A swollen prostate.
Let's go to Kat in Jersey. Kat, what's up?
Hey, how you doing? I just want to let you know that Burma is now called Myanmar. That's why you don't know where it is.
Myanmar?
Myanmar.
Myanmar.
The hell is that?
It's Burma.
Indonesia, all that kind of stuff.
Oh.
All righty?
So why is it called Burma in the trailer?
It used to be called Burma.
So, hardcore Rambo is still calling it Burma?
Yeah, because it's, he's old.
Yeah, don't want to confuse people.
Is it a hotbed of activity, this place?
It is. Look it up. It's pretty violent.
Yeah.
I would assume.
Yeah.
Well, it's India's to the left and China to the right, and then you got Thailand kind of southeast. Right?
It's just a kind of a area of the world there.
And then you got
a lot of conflict.
Then you got the Bay of Bengal.
Bengal.
To its southwest. When you're... Oh, wait, we got a catchphrase, Steve?
Yeah.
All right, what is it?
The catchphrase from the Rambo trailer is, when you're pushed, killing is as easy as breathing.
Oh.
It's a little long for a catchphrase.
It really is.
It's a catch paragraph. When you're pushed and you're tired and you've done your best, semicolon.
Right. It's just... Wow, that's a little rough for a catchphrase. That's not going to be easy to put on a T-shirt.
No.
So, all right, well.
And it said John Rambo at the end of the trailer. And then it said, attacking theaters soon.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
She also attacked his agent and script supervisor. Is there any? Can we hear the trailer, or is it not worth playing because it's just?
Is it mostly
shooting?
music, probably? Yeah, I think it's all
mostly
dramatic
music and explosions and and him, doing a rock scream. Rambo rock scream.
Tuesday. All right. All right, we're not going to watch it.
No, we're not going to watch a movie trailer on the radio. That's just plain silly.
Steve points like, look, watch it.
You still play it. I just don't turn the volume up.
All right, anyway, moving on. So go check out the Rambo trailer. It's up there on the video sites. Break.com has it. That's what we really want to promote is Break.com.
Yeah, you see that guy come apart like that?
All right. Anthony had the story of the morning.
It was my favorite. I heard it as I was driving in on the news station, on the news station here in New York, and I was laughing.
Yeah, really fast. It's a slow news day. I mean, they're talking about dumb stuff today, like Viagra could help with jet lag.
Really?
Yeah. That's the big get on the local news.
Jet lag.
Yeah.
Viagra could prevent jet lag. Viagra, the little blue pill that transformed the treatment of impotence, may help prevent jet lag.
Impotency.
Scientists discovered the new potential use in experiments on disturbances to sleep patterns. The drug helped hamsters recover more quickly when their sleep patterns were disrupted by bright light. Researchers believe it could benefit some air passengers on red-eye flights, although tests so far show the benefits only apply on flights going eastwards.
There'll be a red-eye flight for the female companion flying with the gentleman. Oops.
A bunch of guys at baggage claim with tents in their pants.
Yeah, this just doesn't seem like a really good idea now, does it?
You could just put your luggage on it and walk out, pushing your cart.
Yeah, get everyone worked up and then have them confined on an airplane for 6 hours. That's real smart.
It doesn't help with jet lag, but every time you try to turn over to go to sleep, you're like, ow, I can't turn that way. So you have to stay up.
Oh, let's see. It's Argentinian scientists. What do they know?
Oh.
Stop. Whatever.
Pfizer.
Anyway, people are talking about that today, and we got the train story is just classic.
Yeah, this one, I heard it on the way in, and I had to confirm it.
Yeah.
It sounded like one of those goofy stories because it's just so out there. Apparently, some gentleman in California was having an argument with his girlfriend and decided to kill her. That happens. But he had a novel attempt that is, I guess, right out of the oldie-time 1920s movies. Oh! To put her on the train tracks.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Not quite tying her there, though, while he slowly rolls his mustache between thumb and forefinger.
Penelope
and
was probably her name.
Placards of text come up and say, "You bitch."
That old school font.
And a powdered woman screaming, being tied to the train tracks. It's America's sweetheart. Well, she was in the car. He pulls the car onto the train tracks. The gates were coming down. He pulled in front of the people and backed the car onto the train track so the rear of the car was facing the train. Then he opened the door, bid her a fond farewell, slammed the door shut, and made good his escape. As he ran from the vehicle, the train, doing about 70 miles per, slams into the back of the car. Well, what happened? The car launched off the train tracks. The energy of the train going right through the car. Cars flying through the air. Woman in the car. The car hits the ground. And lands... Where? Right on top of the gentleman that had left her on the tracks. Killing him instantly.
It would be funny if she was charged with murder.
The woman, safely strapped in, is in stable condition, alive at the hospital. His last words, drats. Yes. And scene.
No, fini or
Fin,
right? That's what it is. Yeah,
that story really just grabbed me. That's a great one.
There's a lot of unanswered questions there. Like,
it's unanswered.
How dumb is the broad?
Why?
Well, why didn't she get out of the car as the train is about to?
I don't know. It might have been. It seems like if the car slammed into him, it probably happened really quickly. There were stopped cars already, so he pulled on the tracks, and got right out of the car, and immediately after that, the car was hit.
She's probably like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, what are you? And he was close enough where the car just flew and ran him over.
And killed him?
And killed him. Wow. And she is, like, okay, in the hospital, though. But she's alive.
That is pretty classic.
Boy, that is a classic turn of events.
Did we cover these...
what happened, Jimmy?
The nursing home?
Oh.
What happened with the nursing
These nursing homes are just a bevy of old people and what seems to be perverts, murderers, and a few people that want to help. But for the most part, just gruesome.
What happened at this particular nursing home?
Well, it's in Iowa. Cops investigate nude photos of nursing home residents.
Oh my God.
So the story takes a sexy turn.
Well, it said that the elderly residents at Greenwood Manor.
I'm at Greenwood Manor.
They don't know who.
Doing the slipper shuffle.
Yeah.
I love saying the slipper shuffle.
Shuffle. Just shuffling to the rec room.
That could be a good board name.
Take your nude pictures.
Slipper shuffle.
Well, they weren't sexually explicit. They were just naked old people.
Yeah, they didn't make them do like pornography with each other or anything. But weren't they posed?
That's what he says, but they probably didn't know what they were doing. He probably just put your head back for medicine and just what he did what you do when your friend falls asleep in the chair with his mouth open. So at a party.
So some dude at the place was taking pictures of the...
They don't know who.
Yeah, they don't know.
So how did the... I missed something. I wasn't paying attention. How did the photos...
Well, a woman
appear
reported receiving photos appearing to show them naked. Some woman just got them, I think, mailed to her, and she identified one of the photos as her sister.
Ooh, that's got to be bad.
Yeah.
A family member.
I don't know what happened. There's really not much to the story except the fact that somebody has been photographing old people naked.
Old people naked. Do you think it's just some, like, one of the people that work there? Some guy, obviously. Women don't do this kind of crime. This is definitely a dopey guy thing. As like a goof? As like a goof for his friends?
Maybe.
Like, it could be something as bad as some, like, maniac who's 2 seconds away from taking a pillow and smothering these old people, to just some guy going, you know, I'm going to snap a few pictures and throw them to my friends as a goof. Hey, look at this one. Hot? And then, but how they got mailed to the woman's sister is a little weird.
She received photos. They don't say how.
We're going to need an update on that story.
Yeah. We're still investigating. Still investigating.
Yeah, they don't even know who did it yet.
Yeah, we're going to take that story to the lab and see what else we could get out of it. Hey,
the Institute.
We got Pat from Menaki here yet?
Pat's supposed to be here.
All right, we're going to talk to Pat from Menaki.
Haven't talked to him in a long time.
Wow.
Also on the way, Reagan's diaries are out.
Yes, I want copies of these. It shows Reagan just being kind of a regular guy, being his regular guy kind of thing. He kept very detailed diaries on a daily basis. And it's not so much like a politician writing all politically correct and stuff. It's just him and his feelings, how he felt on a day-to-day basis about business as being the president to just being like a regular guy. Sounds pretty interesting. I guess Nancy was talking about it on an interview.
With Diane Sawyer.
With Diane Sawyer.
That hot piece of ass.
And they were walking around the house and pointing out, like, the big jar of jelly beans on the desk. Aww. And there's Nancy saying that she misses him more now than ever. People are saying that as time goes past, she would feel better about the whole thing and get over it, but she just misses him more.
A lot of memories.
Classic
there.
love story.
How old is she now? She's 88, we said?
800.
85, 86-ish. 86, I'm going to go with. Wow. We got a quickie before break, and we'll get into the Reagan Diaries thing next. Maybe a little phone call from the grave. I don't know.
How does that happen?
I don't know.
I remember seeing a Twilight Zone once where a phone line fell down onto a grave, and it was a grandmother, and kept calling the little grandson. It was played by Billy Mumy. Billy Mumy.
From Lost in Space.
Oh,
right?
dear. Yeah. Young William. And it was a really creepy one. Because you'd hear, like, static and kind of like...
Billy, I want to see you, Billy.
And the parents come in and he's talking on the phone and they go, who is that? It's Grandma.
Yeah.
It was real creepy.
Rod Serling was a creepy dude, man.
He was.
He pulled this off in the 50s. I mean, you have no content movement at all. You couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
And he just horrified everybody.
In the box set, there's a whole behind-the-scenes thing with Rod Serling talking about how he pitched the idea. There's the actual pitch that he made. He made a video pitch for the Twilight Zone, and that's included in the box set. It's pretty interesting. Talks about how it's, wild, kind of science fiction-y horror thing, but really puts it in context.
They have new ones.
The show was brilliant.
It was brilliant. And they have new ones that are on now in color, and they don't horrify you. There's no vibe to them.
Nope.
They have a vibe.
There's something about black and white.
Yeah, it might be black and white.
That kind of helps that along a little bit, too, right?
Kittens. the Channel 11 show with kittens.
I got a funny story, too, about, like, stepping on a bunch of them.
No!
Hey, here's a quickie before we go to break.
The name of the game is Ball Buster. It's a family game, fun for children. And for adults, it's exciting. You make strategic offensive and defensive moves. Then try to bust your opponent's balls. It's total checkers. But exacting like pool. You're a ball buster. Ball Buster. A great new game from Mego.
Where the hell did that come from?
Ball Buster.
I don't remember that game.
You open the box and a girlfriend pops out.
Comes in a huge box, right? It's, wow, we found one that you didn't know about, huh?
No.
1975 Ball Buster game commercial.
Ball Buster?
Ball Buster, yeah.
All right.
All right.
She gives a little wink at the end of the commercial, like she's a ball buster. Yeah.
You think when the makers of Ball Buster came up with this game, they were hoping it would be as big as Monopoly?
I don't think so.
And now it's like no one bought their game.
And the other side of the game is...
Ow!
Did you hit your head on the mic?
I just gave up on the radio show and hurt myself. I'm like, did you just do that? Yeah, very good. All right. Talk about Reagan next and his diaries. We got Pat from Menaki. I want to get into the John Mayer thing, doing a little comedy at Jimmy's joint there, the Comedy Cellar. Yeah. And he made a great observation that I'm hoping would lead into some kind of discussion. We'll figure it out next.
Yes.
It's Opie and Anthony.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
92.3 Free FM.
Free FM.
We're moving right along with the Opie and Anthony Show for today. In studio, Pat from Menaki, one of our favorites. We haven't talked to him in a while.
Hey, guys.
What's up, Pat?
Hey, there he is.
I see Pat's wearing the Opie and Anthony Traveling Virus Comedy Tour T-shirt that my brother designed.
That's a great little thing. It's like an oldie time circus thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys have crazy stairs on it.
Crazy stairs. We're staring crazily. Not a wacky staircase.
Yeah, I was thinking staircase myself.
It'd also be crazy stairs.
You can get the T-shirts. They're all over the place. They're on all the websites. My brother did a fine job with the design. Anthony, Pat from Menaki, for the new listeners.
Oh, my God.
What do we need to tell them?
Pat is from the town of Moonachie, which is in New Jersey.
Yep.
Pat lives in a trailer near the airport, like right at the end of the runway, pretty much.
Teterboro or Newark?
Teterboro.
Yeah, Teterboro, right between Giant Stadium and Teterboro Airport. Moonachie.
Moonachie. Just told where Moonachie was.
A lot of holes in the trailer.
Yeah. We did a Cribs a while back with Pat, and his place is awful. It really is awful. There were holes in the floor, and where you could see outside.
Yeah, we need to get him on that show where everyone cries at the end of it.
Yeah, where he could upgrade or something,
and where the host likes to drink and drive. What's the name of that show?
Oh, Jesus! Yeah, didn't he get a Dewey recently?
Ty Pennington or whatever his name is. What is the name of the show on ABC? It's a huge hit. What?
Extreme Makeovers?
Extreme Home Makeover
or whatever.
One of those.
We need to get Pat someone to redo the trailer a little bit. Ooh. And then they pull the bus away, and then all of a sudden there's a mansion where his trailer used to be.
Yeah.
And everyone cries and cries.
Oh, this is great. We haven't spoken to you in a while. It's kind of why, we want to keep in touch with you and get back, get a little info from you, because last we heard, you were in some kind of relationship, and that was it.
Yeah.
I know. Well, that's all we know.
That's around Christmas time. The last time I saw you was Christmas, I think. Like
Yeah.
around the
Baby Bird.
Baby Bird video.
Baby Bird,
Oh, yeah,
right.
We're talking to the star of the Baby Bird video.
Yeah.
Just throw Baby Bird in break.com and you'll see what Pat could do.
Oh, Pat's got capacity.
Oh, my God.
That's a resume stuffer.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. People think it's fake because so much eggnog comes out of your mouth that they can't possibly believe that you drank that much. But you did, and you vomited all over one of the interns.
Yep.
And it just goes on, and it's like a fire hose.
Looks like Godzilla devastating Tokyo.
Where he has his little fire death ray out of his mouth. Yeah, it does look like
My tail
Godzilla.
lit up, too.
It looked like Godzilla. So when last we left you, you had kind of hooked up, but not hooked up. You had some girl, and she was living at your your trailer.
My bachelor pad.
Your bachelor pad.
You were losing weight.
Yeah.
You're trying to get yourself in shape.
The hair was coming back in. I was weird seeing you totally.
Yeah, you were trying to grow what little hair you still have left out. And now I see you kind of just went right back to the old Pat. So we want to know what's going on with you.
We wanted to know about that. We want to know about your van, because last we left, your van was busted, and you run a delivery service, so you can't do work without a van. So we want to know if you got a van. We just want an update on Pat's life.
Well, you know how the spider crawled up the water spout? Well, the water washed me down. And,
down came the rain, and,
yeah. Washed Pat out. Ew.
So you're saying things didn't work out too well?
No. The girl moved back to where she came from. I still talk to her once in a while.
Oh, you do?
Are you guys still friends?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, now, Pat wanted a little more than a friendship, though, is what I kind of was...
You basically said you were in love, and
Yeah.
that she was your girlfriend.
Yeah.
I remember all this.
Yeah. And she was kind of using you as a place to stay. No?
No, I offered. She never promised me anything, and I was just trying to help her out.
Yeah.
And
Did she steal stuff from you?
No.
None of that. No. Where did she sleep in the trailer? Because I know it's very small.
She slept in the bed. I slept on the couch.
What a gentleman.
Yeah.
She
it was
slept
winter.
in the bed.
You could have used that to your advantage. In the winter, I would never not share the bed. In the summer, you have to do that because they can just sleep outside.
Yeah.
But in the winter, you get two options. Yeah. It's me or you freeze to death.
Did you try any way, shape, or form to actually join her in the bed at some point? Even saying that it was not sexual at all, just...
No.
You said, I'll take the couch.
Yeah.
You take the bed, hoping that she was going to go, no, it's okay, Pat. You can stay in the bed.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. You got to make some kind of effort.
Well,
you got to say, the bed's big enough for two. Is it? Is the bed big enough for two?
Well,
so the bed's big enough for two. I'll stay on this side, and I'll wrap a blanket around me. It's Why didn't you go that route? Why did you instantly write yourself up?
I didn't want to push anything. Because I need to lose weight, and I don't find myself attractive. So I don't think anybody else would either.
Self-deprecation. You didn't want to be in the bed with her.
Yeah.
Were you trying to self-improve while getting this friendship going, and then by the time you got to your goal, you'd have this close relationship?
Yeah, that was sort of my plan.
We noticed it was working. You lost some weight.
Yeah.
At the time because
I was like almost.
You put it all back
103.
on.
Yeah.
What are you weighing now?
I started my extreme fat smash Monday because I heard from E-Rock, have to do it on Monday. I was like 340.
340.
Yeah.
You were under 300 when you were hanging out with this girl, though? So you've gained, close to 50 pounds since Christmas?
Something like that.
Pat, you're diabetic,
I want to be mathematical about it.
You're diabetic. Yo-yo dieting is not healthy for you.
Yeah. Isn't that an MTV show? I think yo-yo dieting.
No, it's making a 15-year-old MTV show joke.
We should get him on
Fat Five Freddy.
We should get him on Celebrity Fit Club. We can get you on Celebrity Fit Club.
Yeah.
Am I a celebrity?
Well, they want someone from this show on Celebrity Fit Club.
I'd love to go
perfect.
You would. You kind of got a good personality. They like that.
Ooh.
You're a little rotund. They like that.
You showed them that Baby Bird video, they'd be like, how do we not put this guy in celebration? How do we not?
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, what happened to your van?
Well, it was registered to my brother's old company, and there was a few tickets on it.
Oh, no.
And it got... I found out they have this new technology where they could scan license plates and just find out how much you owe. And as I got pulled over by a city sheriff, they were hooking it up as I'm talking to him, going, you guys listen to Opie and Anthony?
Oh, you played that card.
Yeah.
Didn't work very well, did it?
Yeah.
I'm Pat from Monarchy.
I call Big Kev. Keith the cop's number?
Just in panic mode.
Trying everything.
And evidently when they scan your plate, you're already in the system, and it's too late at that point.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's what they tell you.
So I'm like waving goodbye to my van as I'm standing on 9th Ave.
That's
cold.
nice. I'm drinking beer with
Thinking I
cops
should've
as I'm
wore a
doing
coat that
160 in a Lamborghini. Officer, take it easy. This poor bastard's getting his van taken away.
Yeah.
How much did you owe in tickets?
Like $3,600 with the fines and everything.
Where did you park? On a child?
Well, it was registered to my brother's old company that doesn't even exist, so nothing's coming back to me. So
But they took the van.
Yeah.
And
that's the only scenario that could cause a problem.
Yeah.
And it did.
And the van obviously isn't even worth that much.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't pay that to take it out.
That is
so
correct.
now it's going to go to what, public auction?
Yes.
So how'd you get here today?
Well, I got I went from
a scooter.
Yeah. Raise it now. I went from a 95 Ford van with 420,000 miles on it. That's the one that got taken away. Now I have an 89 Chevy van with 109,000, which it's relatively just broken in.
It's brand new to Pat.
Broken in.
This is a brand new van in Pat's world.
Yeah.
The last one had over 400,000 miles on it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, you do a lot of driving, too.
Yeah,
So.
I'm in and out of the city.
Yeah.
And any problems with it? Or it looks like it's going to be okay? Nothing ticking?
It'll
or...
get me through the summer, at least. Get me to the virus shows.
Jesus. We ought to have a little charity event for Pat.
Yeah, we got to do something for Pat.
Yeah.
We need to find you a girl.
We were responsible for caving in the roof and breaking the windshield of his last van. Remember that?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I duck while I'm driving.
It does. Maybe we can get a girl to go out with you or something, Pat.
That too. How is the love life? How is the love life? You're just not paying
put
attention.
those things on hold.
Oh, you don't have to lose weight.
Yeah.
First. You could do both at the same time.
Well, yeah.
It seems like a girl is kind of incentive for you. Like you were doing well when you're in the company of a woman because, unfortunately, it doesn't seem like you want to do this for yourself. You want to do it for other people.
I'm just not worth it.
Which, see? Most people say they finally get to a point in their life and they go, I'm doing this for me.
Yeah.
And then that's when they succeed. When you do it for other people, you don't really succeed. So,
Yeah, I have a hard time visualizing my goals. I have to have them right in front of me.
Yeah, a woman.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe you might do better, doing away with the whole thing that actually works and what people really do for themselves and do it for superficial things like sex and money maybe, whatever.
Did you get depressed when she left? Was there a heartbroken period in Pat from Menache's life?
Well, I was trying.
You were really into her. I hope the new audience understands. Pat was in love. He bragged to us. He's like, I got a girlfriend. I want you guys to meet my girlfriend.
I got a girlfriend.
He was heartbroken. Thank God the cholesterol stuck it back together again.
Oh, yeah, I'm taking that diabetes drug that they just warned about heart attacks with.
Oh, really?
Fond of it, yeah.
Jesus.
Oops.
Maybe you ought to find a new drug here.
Yeah.
So and by the way, to the listeners, Pat does. Oh God!
Did you?
By the way, listeners, Pat has 9 toes.
Right.
Because one was removed in a horrible diabetes incident.
Yes.
Yeah, it kind of turned black on you, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It fell off. I want to get into the depression there. You went through that period, walk us through it a little bit.
I was trying to kind of deny it because I have naturally bubbly personality.
Yeah.
But internally.
Yeah, you're the ultimate clown. You're just smiling on the outside and weeping on the inside. He's too fun on the outside all the time.
Yeah.
Well,
to not just be crying all the time inside.
Facade.
How did the breakup occur there?
Well,
how did it go down?
We're not really going out.
But you thought like she was your girlfriend in a way.
Well,
she saw it differently. She saw like a place to stay and maybe some stuff she could steal.
No.
Realized you didn't have anything to steal.
No.
Pat is the new John Candy minus the movies, career, and success.
Oh, hey.
That's coming from Pal Talk.
All right, so she leaves. How did she tell you she was leaving?
She said, drive me to the bus station.
Oh, God. Was she a Temptation song?
Yeah.
That is awful. That's like a scene out of a very bad, sad movie.
And you said, what do you mean drive you to the bus station? Right?
Well, picking someone up, are we?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Mom's coming in for the weekend?
Departures, please.
Was it something I said?
So there had to be some kind of discussion, because now you're like, what? You're leaving me?
Well, I kind of saw it coming.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Why was she leaving?
Oh, yeah.
Because she wanted to go back to Missouri to her family. She thought a change of scenery might do her.
Why was she here? To get away from her family?
Well, it wasn't her family. She's kind of estranged from her mother, but she still loves her mother. And she was in a bad relationship, and she kind of got out of it. She came here to get out of it, sort of a change of scenery from there. Now
and then she needed to. Wow, that's a quick change of scenery. Oh, Pat.
Well.
Oh.
So you drop her off at the bus station, and then what happens to Pat from Menaki? The bus is now leaving.
I went back home and had a big dinner.
Did you?
Yeah.
You just ate away.
I swallowed a lot of aggression, along with a lot of pizzas.
Did you drive her to the bus station?
Yeah.
Oh.
Was there tears?
On my part, yeah.
Oh, God.
No.
Oh, Tad.
Were you blubbering?
You don't leave somebody like that. Blubbering. He's blubbering now.
Again?
There's prop marks on his back.
Were you weeping?
Nah, not really.
Little lump in your throat.
Yeah.
It was dinner.
I thought it was cancer.
Oh, God.
My life will never be the same. That commercial.
The smoking guy commercial.
Are you doing smoking guy commercial?
Yeah.
Let's hear a little more of that.
That's all I know.
He likes swimming, but he can't anymore.
Yeah. Glug, 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 glug.
All right, wait, hold on. Maybe I could help you out a little bit. Got to help Pat out a little bit.
I do swim a lot.
This is what he's referring to, of course.
His larynx has an accent.
I go through cancer at 39 from smoking. That's how I lost my voice, and why I have a permanent tracheotomy. Every 12 weeks, I had to see the otolaryngologist to make sure the cancer hasn't got bad. I am always afraid of bad news.
Let's go here today.
I will have to do this for the rest of my life.
There you go.
That guy's a wet blanket.
What? Really? What a killjoy.
Can't they get a voice box that doesn't sound like Tweaky? Can't they?
I was get a tracheotomy. The food would just come out and I wouldn't gain any weight.
Yeah, it's 2007. Where's the synthetic voice thing that they could put in that goes, hello?
Hello.
You just talk and it talks for you.
So, Pat, you went back to your trailer alone to be lonely again. Any prospects since? Any ladies come a-calling?
Nope.
Did you lay down in the bed after she left and smell the pillow and kind of go like, oh, she's gone?
Yeah, walk us through the breakup and the depression and what you were feeling.
Yeah, you did that.
Yeah, I kind of blocked that out. But thanks for bringing it up.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
What happened, man? It's you love this girl. You guys.
Well, she never promised me anything, so I can't really complain.
We know. Yes, you can.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, you can. You gave that girl the best pounds of your life, and what did she do? She
lost them. She died them away.
It's just sad. Look, I mean, we've all gotten shot down before, but this was a girl you were hanging out with. It's like when you offer somebody. It's like you kind of said, look, I'm going to change my life for you. I've offered you everything. You're giving somebody who you are.
Yeah.
And they're not, for whatever reason, they're saying no. Like, not.
I believe that's called unrequited love.
Ah. That's what they call it, as it gives a nervous titter of laughter.
And it requite stunk.
Do you regret some of the things you said to her now that the relationship is over?
No, not really.
What was the sappiest thing you said to her?
Good question.
Yeah. What did you say that you were trying your best? And
what was your best moment?
That whole, it makes me happy to make you happy. It was kind of...
Oh,
did you say that?
God.
Yeah.
It makes me happy to make you happy.
And what did she say to that? Besides openly laugh.
Oh, that's nice.
You can act like a man. What's the matter with you?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's sad. And what did she say to that?
Yeah, that's nice, and goodbye.
Did you come on too strong, do you think?
No, not really. No, it's just I don't think there was an attraction there, and it's completely understandable.
Why is it understandable?
Yeah, why? Why do you put yourself down so much?
You got a great sense of humor.
Like,
when you were losing the weight, you were looking good.
Yeah.
You grew in your hair a little bit. Everything was looking up for you there, Pat.
Yeah. Well, times have changed.
So what can we do for you? Find you a date? Get you on the Fat Smash? You're doing the Fat Smash?
Yeah. That's my number one. I wanted to lose some weight because I have Nathan's coming up.
Right.
2 weeks, Shea Stadium. A week from this Saturday, Shea Stadium. My first qualifier for Nathan's in the parking lot.
Talking about hot dog eating contest, obviously.
Oh, the famous 4th of July hot dog eating contest,
Yes.
of course.
Yeah. All right.
Were you angry at all? Did you have any anger with it? I mean, we all gotten shot down. It's not just...
No, I just sort of accepted my lot in life.
Yeah.
Yes. I ate a lot of food.
You must have had some bad feelings.
No, I wished it was different. Not anger or anything. Because I think she had some issues that she needed to deal with, and some people don't deal with their issues until it's time.
Were you trying to help her deal with those issues?
Yeah.
Like you would be you'd sit there and talk to her about them?
Yeah.
And what would she do
and
during
I came
this?
off kind of being like trying to be a father or something.
Oh,
yeah.
God, that is not what you want to do.
No.
You should have seen a girl that needed some help, came out of a bad relationship, maybe had some low self-esteem, and used that to your advantage.
Not quite low enough.
That's probably what really bothered me. He saw the low self-esteem and went, what?
Come on, how could this girl not... Jesus.
I just need you to feel a little worse. Could you
Yeah.
feel a little worse?
By the way, everyone's doing their best Pat on the instant feedback. Sean from Patterson, Pat's girlfriend left. Pat's girlfriend left, folks. Moose out front should have told you. And then Stephen from Bayshore, Stephen asks, Pat shouldn't worry about that girl. He still has Betty Crocker and Little Debbie.
Ooh.
And then Jason from Rye, you can see here on the right Pat from Menaki. And as we go around the back, you'll see that there's only the front. This is called a facade, which means false front, people.
Yeah. As we go around the back, you could see he is actually crying. The smiling front.
Do you still talk to her?
Yeah.
What, is she going to come visit you at least?
We're talking about that. Maybe down the road.
You still want her bad. Man, Pat.
You still love her?
I still love her.
Oh, my God. Do you, when you talk to each other, is it by phone or computer? What do you do?
Sometimes we talk on the phone. Most of the time we just text back
Text?
and forth.
You send any pictures? Have you seen pictures of her lately? No. Have you asked? Do you have a picture of her?
Oh, yeah, I have a couple.
Oh, do you look at them every so often? When was the last time you looked at a picture of her?
Well, there's this one picture of her, just her eyes. That's my screensaver.
Oh, God, no.
That I stare into every time I log on.
Oh, my God.
Her eyes.
So you look right into her eyes as you log onto your computer. So you're looking at her every day, her eyes.
Something like that.
Oh, God.
And when I close my eyes.
Wait, let me ask, what is your ultimate fantasy?
That I'd lose weight, get my things together, and be successful. Move out of the old trailer, and then hopefully she get her life together, or me help her get her life together, and then
Live on Venus?
Yes.
Because there'll be colonies on there by then. Jesus, Pat. What do you got to do first?
Lose weight.
That's what your
But
goal
you
is.
were, and you gained 50 since,
I know.
since Christmas.
I know.
That's 10 pounds a month.
You could lose it, though. I mean, if you do this, you could lose. You could get. What do you want to get down to?
Whatever my normal weight should be.
Hey, Pat, some advice?
My wrestling weight was 240.
This is going to be a little harsh, but a girl like that could ruin you.
Yeah.
You got to move on. She could ruin you.
It's gonna.
Yeah.
It's gonna.
I have to put her out of my mind.
Yes, because you're gonna be obsessed.
Yes.
Well,
she was the only thing the closest thing that came to motivating me. I mean, I know I should, my brain, just do it for myself and all that thing, and for the potential, but...
Because the other things will come later. Oh, is that your phone ringing?
What the hell is that?
Maybe it's her now.
Oh, look how excited he got.
That's Sweet Home Alabama.
A phone call.
Look at him, he's all excited. It's Sweet Home Alabama.
Let's work.
Uh-oh.
Why is that so
Who needs
loud? That ringer.
I don't know.
All right, let's say hi to Miranda. Miranda.
Yes.
Hey.
What's up, Miranda?
How old is this poor fella?
How old are you, Pat? I don't even know.
I'm Sprite 43.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he has the rest of his life in front of him. He shouldn't. He should.
And his belly.
You know.
Who's on the phone? Who spelled poor? P-O-U-R soul. Who is this poor soul? P-O-U-R.
Travis misspelled poor. Miranda, would you go out with Pat from Menaki?
And I can't spell.
Well, I don't know. Has he ever been married before? Does he have what kind of baggage does he have?
Some extra baggage, as they say on the Personals website.
A steamer trunk.
He just grabbed his extra baggage.
Yeah.
Why? Would you go out on a date with Pat from Menaki?
He sounds like he's a nice person, and you shouldn't judge somebody because they're heavy.
Would you read me your rights, Miranda?
How old are you?
How old am I? I'm 48.
48. All right. Ever been married?
Yes, widowed.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Widowed.
And what do you look like?
What do I look like? About 5'6". I weigh 137. I have strawberry blonde hair and green eyes.
You lost me at 48.
What?
Oh, man, Pat. Wow.
Oops.
Good boy.
You know, he still has his...
Thanks for nothing, old lady.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Are you basically saying you're not that desperate?
I have high standards, and unfortunately, so do the women I'm attracted to.
What age bracket are you looking at?
She hung up, by the way. She was out.
Miranda. I'm just kidding. Not really.
What age bracket are you looking for?
What's legal?
Depends on what state you're in.
What's your high bracket?
Highest
you would go, age-wise.
Around my age, I wouldn't.
No, you
wouldn't. I mean, I've seen some. Audrey Hepburn was hot in her 60s, but.
We're talking about the average woman walking the street.
Okay, probably around my age, around 40.
How old was your girl? Yeah. The girl you liked? How old was she?
Yeah, how old was she?
She's 25, 6.
No wonder he was crying at the bus station.
Is it
a big face full of bus soot.
Yeah.
Tears running down.
She's happy to be sitting next to Ratso Rizzo.
Yeah.
Let's say hi to Tracy in Westchester. Tracy.
I'm falling apart here.
Hey.
Listen, I have the answer to his problem. He just needs to lower his standards and date a 40-year-old fat woman.
What are your feelings about overweight women?
Some are fine.
Some are fine.
Yeah. Depends on how you carry it.
Yeah.
You like the big boobies, don't you?
No.
Carry it all up top.
All right, listen, we got to take a break. Why don't we get some more women like Tracy and Miranda to call and maybe give Pat some advice. Get him back on the on course here.
Yeah, you got it. You got to like take care of yourself.
He has very low self-esteem, ladies.
Ooh.
Help him out.
Yeah.
And he likes to eat when he's depressed.
Obviously.
Because when he was happy, you look like a different person, Pat. I got to tell you. All right.
Well, he was happy making her happy.
Yuck. It's Opie and Anthony.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show on 92.3 Free FM.
It's Opie and Anthony. We're talking to Pat from Moonaki. And also, don't forget, it's Rock Scream Tuesday.
Ooh.
And
then that was my cue to play it. And for some reason, this disc doesn't want to play when I need it to play. Now we're getting an error message. Whatever. What's up, Jimmy?
This Thursday through Sunday, I'll be in New Brunswick at the Stress Factory. It's my last weekend before HBO, if you want to come out.
Oh. And then we're all going down to Washington to watch little Jimmy Norton tape his HBO special.
Shooting my hour.
A lot of excitement around the radio show these days. What's up, Pat? So we're trying to get advice for you from the ladies out there.
Oh.
Pat's down on his luck.
Yeah. I'm in a rut. A big rut.
It's rare they last 43 years.
Hell of a rut. Yeah, when does a rut just become your life?
Right.
That's pretty much it.
We got to do a few things. We got to get him a girl. We got to get him on Celebrity Fit Club. And we got to get that home show thing.
Yeah.
Where they pull the bus away and then everyone starts crying in the neighborhood.
Give him
and we don't want a mansion. We
just
just want maybe, a new trailer.
Nice. I'm Pat from Moonaki on the mansion on the yacht.
Hey, Natalie.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? Turn down your radio. You're live. It's Opie and Anthony and Pat from Moonaki. What do you got?
We were thinking that you guys should hook him up with that chick that's 50 and still a virgin, because she would totally appreciate him.
Pat's not going for stupid Patty.
Well, what do you think? Well, let's ask Pat. You never know. Maybe he has a secret crush on Stalker Patty.
So naive that she wouldn't
Secret to me.
So you're saying you're not that desperate, right?
I love Patty.
Just not in that way.
Yeah, kind of like the way she kind of liked me,
Could we get
loved
some tickets
me.
to something?
What?
It's my birthday. Can we get some tickets or some WOW stickers or something?
Oh, wow. It's your birthday?
Yeah, the big 2-3.
The big 2-3.
Say that like it's an event that we all look forward to. Like there's
the right age range, anyway.
The big 2-3. Yeah.
All right, hold on the line. We'll give you some WOW stickers.
All right, thanks.
That's funny.
Right.
Tickets or stickers. Guess what option you get, stupid.
For the big 2-3.
Compromise stickers.
Lisa from New York, what's up?
Hey, I was thinking there's a lot of chicks on the message boards and Pal Talk that know Pat pretty well.
Ooh.
I'm sure he could hook up with one of those chicks.
Yeah, have any of the girls on Pal Talk or the message boards shown any interest whatsoever?
No.
Why not? I mean, they've seen him at the event.
Yeah, that's the problem. They've seen me.
Oh, boy, Pat.
Pat, you're a big fella, but you're very personable. You're funny. I mean, personality goes a long way, man.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're on the message boards, they know his humor. They know what he looks like.
All right, we got that.
All right, what about you, Lise? Would you go out with
They've
Pat
seen me and they know my humor. That's what pretty much shoots me down.
Right.
That's the
because
problem.
I'm married, so no.
Oh.
Details.
Have you ever tried the message board? Have you gotten close or gotten any leads? Anything like that? Been on a date with any of the girls?
No.
No. Okay.
I think most of it, I probably could. If I wanted to, I'd go out and, score, as they say in the sports world.
Have you scored lately?
This century? No.
No scoring.
When's the last time you had a goal?
Yeah.
A goal?
Yeah.
I don't play soccer.
You play sucker. Thanks, Kenny. I did fire that out with way too much confidence for a wordplay joke.
No, when was the last time you...
I used my hands.
When was the last time you got the,
with another person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, when Tanya was asleep, believe it. Oh.
What?
When his... Who cares? When his friend was asleep.
Where are we?
Good one.
You know that he would probably be in the living room. Well, it doesn't matter.
No.
Yeah.
But he'd be in the living room.
Oh, God. Did you do that when she was sleeping? Maybe look at her and take care of business?
We covet what we see.
Every day.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for me.
So,
Pat, you will let me know when those lambs stop broiling.
So when was the last time you got, when you got everything? Let's just call it everything.
Everything.
Be honest.
Well, I got to think. It was like a bachelor party back in the 90s.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
With what? The dancer?
A donkey.
No, like afterwards, some...
That'd be a stripper.
Before I raised my standards.
Yeah.
And
that was the last time? That was what, late 90s, mid 90s?
Listening to that new band Pearl Jam.
Right. Maybe early 90s.
Early 90s.
Early
wow.
90s.
Wow.
So what do you do to take care of things?
Well. Eat?
No, you know.
Eat?
Like the usual.
Like when it's time to take care of things.
Daily prostate maintenance.
How often would you say that you have to for yourself? Would you say once a day, once every other day?
Yeah, something like once every other day.
I mean, a hooker.
What?
What about hookers?
I can't convince myself that I'm not ruining somebody's life.
Ruining somebody else's life? Their lives are ruined already, believe me.
I just,
what are you talking about?
Like a hooker's going to come in and say, no, I don't want to have sex with you.
I feel like I'm contributing to that.
Big deal.
I mean, I did once a long time ago, like when I was 17, the first time I drove into the city.
Why did you hold up your arm like you were looking at a watch that you don't have on your arm when you said, I was about 17?
Right.
That's an odd thing to do.
He used to have a watch. She took it.
Here's the thing. What's wrong with that? Because here's the thing. I always tell this when I've got hookers. Like, you do know you're contributing to someone's downfall, but it feels good.
Yeah.
And also, you know that you're a nice guy. You're not going to be abusive to a girl if she comes over.
Yeah.
So you're paying her for sex.
Yeah.
You're going to treat her nice. Girls used to, I would always treat them like dates. I would never be rude or awful to hookers. So what? You're sleeping with a big deal. It's a service.
Yeah. Oh, well, let's hear the story. So you're 17, you're driving the city, and where did you find the hooker? You went old school, went Times Square on us?
Oh, yeah. No, not Times Square. Downtown. Christie Street, I believe it was. And it was...
Hi, Daddy.
Yeah, that sounds like it might be a little too close for comfort. Down
It was
there.
like in the 80s. 80, 81.
So what, was it a street walker?
It's probably pretty scary back then.
Wait, let's get... Wait, so you slowly started driving by? Stopped the car? What?
Yeah.
And what did you say? What was the conversation? Walk us through this.
Gee. Hi. Want a party? I was like, oh, yeah. I like parties. That's why I had a van back then, too. And I had a couch that somebody had to help me with.
Would you?
And, yeah.
So she said, you want a party? You said, I like parties. And she got into the van. And then what? Where'd you go?
$40 later, I had a smile on my face, and I was driving back to Jersey.
Where'd you guys go, though? Under a bridge? Where'd you park?
Like down around the corner. It was rather dark.
Didn't matter. It was the Wild West back then.
Huh?
It was rather dark, like her.
Oh, God.
She was a black girl.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
She was all right.
Wow.
And all right. Let's say hi to Lindsay in Boston. Lindsay, what's up?
That's great.
I just wanted to say that maybe he can't get a date because he kind of sounds like the father from Family Guy.
Peter Griffin?
Yeah. I think it kind of be a turnoff because it's kind of funny to hear.
A little bit.
And that's coming from the Boston girl that has the accent.
Yeah.
So there you go, Pat.
I hope you have a myocardial infarction.
Let's go to Adrian. Adrian, Jersey, what's up?
Hey, how are you doing?
Good.
I wanted to say to Pat that I think maybe some therapy might help him first.
Oh, a little therapy?
Pat, ever consider maybe therapy?
Well, he knows he has a father that he has never really seen.
Oh, here's another part of the Pat story
never
we
seen,
forgot
right?
about.
That is correct.
You've never seen him?
Never, not even a picture.
And you Googled him or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
MapQuested
right where
him.
he lives, yeah.
And you know exactly where he lives, and he lives kind of close to you, and you slowly drive by sometimes.
Very close to him.
I never drive by.
Why have you never seen
within
his
miles.
face?
My mother and my sister had told me that he didn't like taking pictures. I don't know.
That is the worst lie I've ever heard.
Yeah.
So when did he leave?
Probably shortly after I was born.
Really?
Yeah.
So you kind of feel a little responsible for that? No.
Wait, why did he leave shortly after you were born?
I don't know.
You were unplanned, you're thinking?
I don't know. Maybe. Well, now that you bring it up, it's not my fault.
Wait, we know you never had a relationship with your dad. How could you not want to go just drive by and see his face?
Well, if you didn't want to see me, I don't want to see him.
Well, it's not about him, what he wants. It's about you and your own curiosity, so you see where you came from.
This is funny and awful at the same time.
Oh, it's tragic.
A little bit. Yeah.
Why don't you go by and look at his face? You don't have to talk to him. Just look at his face.
That would feel kind of stalkery.
So why? Just looking.
Just knock on the door and go, hey, Dad,
have a delivery.
You want to go play catch?
A punch in the face.
Let's make up for lost time.
Just remember, Pat.
You are never to blame.
You're never to blame, Pat. That's right.
I feel better now.
Yeah.
Is he alive?
As far as I know.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, our staff around here is just terrific. Here's some of the things that have happened since Pat got, everything. Can you say?
So this is
since he had
sex.
Sex. Thank you. Well, O.J. Simpson was acquitted of murder. U.S. presidential election 1996. Bill Clinton is reelected. Columbine happened. The USS Cole bombing. Of course, September 11th and space shuttle disaster. Goes on and on.
Wow. A lot of things went on.
People have been busy, other than me.
All right, we're just touching the surface.
Are you embarrassed?
Yeah.
Are you embarrassed about your genitals? I'm asking. I don't know. He seems like
legitimate question.
Of course it is.
Really. No.
Well, no. I'm self-conscious about the weight.
Okay.
So it's the whole, whole package that is Pat.
But you're self-conscious, but you were down to a nice weight, and it was getting better every day.
Yeah.
But then she left.
But she left, and it got you back to eating a lot.
Do you binge? Like you go out like 2 o'clock in the morning, eat like cheesecake? Or what is it that does you in? What's your monster?
Every once in a while, I get like. I think I have portion control issues. Like 25 hot dogs in 12 minutes. No.
Portion control. So you eat a lot of whatever you're eating.
Yeah.
You'd get fat on like lettuce.
Like the last thing I had was I haven't had pistachio nuts in a long time. I polished off a 5-pound bag in a couple hours.
5-pound bag.
I mean, when you first taste it, it tastes great. But then by the end, you're just shoving this salty crap in your mouth.
And saying just awful words.
Just to finish it.
And then when you're done, you're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a drug.
Wow.
Well,
Food's a drug.
It is like, I've been watching that show, Interventions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Food addictions are exactly the same, except for the only difference is you have to eat food to live.
Yeah, so you can't swear off food. Like if you're an alcoholic, you stay away from booze constantly, you'll be all right.
Yeah, I feel great when I don't eat for a couple days, and I'm like, oh, I feel great. All
right, listen, we're running out of show.
Yeah.
This is what we're going to do. Dr. Ian Smith, when's he coming in again? He's coming in soon to check up on E-Rock, and we'll have to have you come in.
Oh, hell
He'll talk to you. He knows all about this stuff, food addiction and everything else, and he's going to scare you a little bit about the fact that you're way too heavy, and then maybe that'll help you as well. Then we'll get you some therapy. Then we'll get you on the show where they move the bus away and everyone cries because your trailer will become something else. And hopefully we'll also get you on Celebrity Fit Club.
Nice.
How big is your trailer?
Looking up.
How big is your trailer?
I believe it's 30 feet long.
Is it a standard kind of square trailer like you see in trailer parks, or is it like a rectangular?
Yeah.
Or is it like one of those that you see on the back of like old cars going down the road in 50s films, like the Streamline or something?
My trailer's a 70 Buddy trailer is the brand.
Oh my God.
Yours is a 1970?
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
All right, listen.
Is it clean inside?
Newer trailers are like houses.
Yeah.
Like ceilings and
listen, let's just stop right there. We're running out of show. We want to do line of the day, give out some tickets, and get out of here. And we'll have Pat on in the very near future when Dr. Ian Smith stops by. We got to figure all that out. I think it's next week or maybe later this week. Dr. Ian Smith's coming back on the show. All right, line of the day. Yes, we got 2 runner-ups. Here is the first runner-up line of the day. Oh. Researchers believe it could benefit some air passengers on red-eye flights, although tests so far show the benefits only apply on flights going eastwards.
There'll be a red-eye flight for the female companion flying with the gentleman. The Viagra story.
Yeah, very good. That was one of the runner-up lines of the day. Here's another runner-up line of the day? Yes. All right, here we go. One more runner-up line of the day.
Where the hell did that come from?
Buster.
I don't remember that game.
You open the box and a girlfriend pops out.
Very good, Jimmy. Stress Factory all weekend long in New Brunswick. Vinny's Club. It's a great club.
Thursday through Sunday.
So competitive on this show. Everything's a contest.
I know. Finally, here is today's line of the day. right?
Yep, he goes first.
All right. Here comes
Jimmy's song.
Line of the day. Line of the day.
How old am I? I'm 48.
48. All right. Ever been married?
Yes, widowed.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Widowed.
And what do you look like?
What do I look like? About 5'6". I weigh 137. I have strawberry blonde hair and green eyes.
You lost me at 48.
And, oh, yeah, I forgot about this. Pat from Menachie with line of the day.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
Yeah. All right, we'll have you back in with Dr. Ian Smith. Pat from Menachie.
See you guys.
Hey, for everyone that's hung around to the end, we got a pair of tickets to see the O&A Traveling Virus comedy show at Jones Beach on June 16th. If you don't win these tickets, we got a pair up for grabs right now. We're giving them away for the rest of the week. You can get tickets through Ticketmaster.com and go to one of our websites for all the lineups and all the dates, okay?
Right.
We'll take a random caller right now at 1-866-313-FREE. This is for the show at Jones Beach on Long Island, June 16th. So if you can make it there, I don't know, maybe you're a couple states away, but you can drive there. That's fine. All right, but just keep in mind it's for Jones Beach on Long Island, June 16th. The O&A Traveling Virus Comedy Tour. We'll take a random caller right now. And that's it. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, Pat.
Bye.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show on 92.3 Free FM.